mind that as well. There's it's Derby Day today too, Grammar and College at Grammar.
1 o'clock
yes, 1 o'clock start. So we'll try and get some updates from the derby between Geelong Grammar and Geelong College as well. And umpires out on the ground as well, and both teams are out. There's a... let's see if one of the Walters boys wearing a long sleeve, so Jack will know who he's going to. I see Cooper Hayes got a long sleeve jumper on, but I don't know whether the Walters have got long sleeves. He might be in a bit of trouble today, Jack, I think.
Well, yeah, he'll be confused.
He might go to the wing on Cooper.
That'll throw him.
That'll throw him. Did he know he had 11 intercept marks before he came off the ground last week, do you reckon, or did he just read the paper?
He's usually pretty good. I had a quick word with him at quarter time out of the huddle, and I can't remember who his opponent was, but his opponent was standing from us to the boundary line away, and I said, rough start, and he goes, well, the driver's had a few kicks.
Oh, no, he's talking about himself in the third person. Oh, no.
And I said, you're a brave man saying that so close to your opponent. So, yeah, in short, Jace, I'm sure he would know.
Do you think he counts his runs when he bats?
Well, he would say he makes too many to keep.
Yeah, that'd be right. Yeah, that sounds like him.
That's the answer he'd give too. Did you tell him that he actually had a day out because his balls span correctly?
Yes, I think he was quietly impressed with that.
Yeah.
He's not the most reliable. The wind might
straighten him up
today, I think. A little bit of cross breeze for that ball drop.
There might be too, though. He's certainly one to watch out for today.
He's the handball more.
Yeah, correct.
Watch somebody run past.
Exactly.
All right, Kirsch, what do you reckon? What are you looking at head-to-head today?
Head-to-head, we're going for the inside Bulls today, Jace. We've been going the forwards flavour the last couple of weeks because we've had some nice weather and it's big forwards days, but today we're going for that midfield battle, and we talked about it in the pre-game, and it's a Doyle Madigan versus Bailey Scott, the two midfielders that really get them going in there, and they're so important to each other's team. So they're probably two of the best or better midfielders in the competition, so it'll be really good to see how they go, the battle on the inside, but more importantly what they do in some time and space. And we know both can hurt the opposition when they do have ball in hand, time and space, so that'll be a great contest.
Swans or the Tigers for you, Kirsch?
I'm going for the Tigers today.
Ooh, the Tigers. Here we go. Righto.
I am.
Okay, Buzz.
Yeah, I'm going Colac too.
Okay,
oh, shit!
Here we go.
I have to record this. I know it's recorded, but...
Birchie, down to you. Who are you thinking?
I'll go with the Swans today.
Well done. All right.
And they won the toss and they kicking to the Clairvaux end.
Very good. Kicking to the Clairvaux end in the first term. Yeah,
and that breeze, it's slightly probably favouring the opposite end to that. And so it's coming sort of straight into your pocket there with the broadcast fan.
Well, start of the first term here at McDonald Reserve. It's Colac coming towards the northern end, and they get the kick away deep inside their forward 50 as well. And they've got a number of players across there. Trying to get there early was Will Sexton back in the team for South Barwon. Back inside 50 for the Tigers. Garner drops the football. That's Adam. He got a little toe poke to Bailey Scott. He pushed off the football. Swans working overtime over the head of Sexton. McQuay comes back. Oh, he goes right, left. He's close to the boundary line. He kept it in. Kick was partly smothered. Comes back towards... handball towards Callie for South Barwon. Gets a clearing kick up towards centre wing. Malikan couldn't take the mark for Colac. And the pack develops. The umpire will come in and ball it up. So just right in front of our best seats of the house, thanks to APCO Cafe 24/7. We're going to have a ball up. It's going to be Khaled, who's been in great form for South Barwon, against Zach Zidebell. The kick out of the pack was smothered. Fraser Fort and Bailey Scott just making sure they know where each other are. And we're going to have a boundary throw in at a left half forward for the Tigers.
Be tossed in. Sorry, Coach.
Hey, you're right. Just Fraser Fort's just sitting himself off the back of that pack in a wing position, but he's going into the stoppage as an extra.
Hot start, plenty of pressure around the footy early. Ball on this broadcast side, tossed in. Zidebell works his way to the front. What form he started this season with. There's a whistle for a hold going South Barwon's way, going Taylor Mulroney. Back into the side this week, the midfielder goes looking for Urquhart, who can't quite take the mark at ankle height. The ball out of play, just forward of centre for the Tigers. Be tossed in. That breeze that Birchie mentioned just before the bounce. Feels like it has picked up in the last 10 minutes or so before the first siren. Zidebell again down in front of Callett. Madigan first there for the Swans, couldn't pick up. Ball inside 50 from Colac, heading towards Lang and Garner. Goff with a fist behind, a strong one. Gets it out of play, 45 around from the Colac goal.
It's going to be a good matchup, that one, Garner and Goff.
So throw in deep into Colac's forward 50. Northern end in this first term at McDonald Reserve. Callett in front. In fact, it was Garner who got it down to the front for Colac. Ball spills free. Simpkin, Madigan in the middle. He's ripped off the football, close to the boundary line again. I think we're going to see a few boundary throw-ins today on this side of the ground. And we're going to have another one. Still inside Colac's forward 50. 2.5 played first term. Barwon Foods time clock. Barwon Foods sell the freshest fish direct to you. Donga Road, North Geelong. Throw in for Callett, who gets it down. Macquarie gets it away to Scott off a step. Top of the square for Colac. At the back, South Barwon had it when the ball's just spilt free though. Garner, Adam got the kick away up the chimney. Not going to reach the goal line. Punched away, punched through. Huggins happy to see it through for a rush behind to the Tigers. So first score of the afternoon is to Colac. They're one behind and they lead South Barwon. Yet to score Harvey Norman K-Rock. First quarter scoreboard.
Sexton on kicking duties. His first kick back. It's an absolute stinker too. Wobbles just outside the paint of 50. Brought back in by Hayes for Colac to the dangerous position. And the mark taken by Dustin Walters directly in front, 10 metres around Kirsch.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, they were all caught out of position, obviously, because the Colac zone was still set up, basically, because the poor kick come back in with interest. Buzz?
So no real angle to speak of here for Dustin Walters. Their best look at it so far. The Tigers, the ball's been camped in their forward 50 in these opening minutes, and Dustin Walters puts it through. First of the day for the Tigers. They're 1-1-7 South Barwon, yet to score. We've played 3.5 minutes on the Barwon Foods time clock.
Interesting that every player's gone to him for some unknown reason, but every player on the ground, that surely can't be his only goal in GFL history. He's played 200 games, Buzz.
Goals this year as well.
Exactly right. So I'm not sure what the go is with that, but
They're up and about, though.
they are up and about. Maybe that's what they're trying to do, just generate a little bit of on-field oomph, and that seems to be working because they've had they've had the only 4 inside forward 50s, and they've had 3-0 clearances in that important midfield battle we spoke about, Buzz.
Stats thanks to Kerrs Hire, 100% locally owned and operated in Geelong. Callett in the middle, but taken by Zide Bell. Left it behind in the end. Came back to Callett from Madigan. He goes with a kick inside 50. South Barwon's first forward 4-8. Gets it across half forward. McCormack rides the bump, drops the football. Umpire says play on. Comes to Malik, and he's surrounded by Swans, but was good enough to get it away. Hayes from half back. Open half forward line. Simpkin, Starkey got the job on him this afternoon. Goes towards Joffe again. Huggins comes off his man. Gets wrapped up. Needs some support. Under pressure at half forward. Colac keeping it on the Tigers going hard. Mulroney pushed off the football as well. Comes back towards Driver. He's pushed off the football without it. And it made sure the umpires saw it as well.
Certainly did.
And Jack Driver will take it in the back 50 for South Barwon.
Starkey's got that job, as you mentioned, Jason. We saw it last week. The job he done on Hunter Lewis was a terrific job, so he's got another big one today.
There's a whistle behind play. I think it's going South Barwon's way to Lockie Noble. So the ball was camped deep in their defensive 50, nearly at the goal square with Ryan Goff, but they get a bit of a let-off with Lockie Noble now at half back. Just hammers it down the line. Pavilion side. The wind just takes that one out of play on the full. So Zyber will be the recipient. He goes short. Walters, this is Jared. Forced behind his mark. Looks to switch the play. Safe enough. Malikan, the returning skipper, switches it to the outer side. Good looking kick too, but just fell short of Scott. So Madigan's there for South Barwon. He's at half forward. His kick was partially smothered. Malikan comes in hard. Geez, takes out his opponent too. That was Madigan. Nearly took the legs. Play on, said the umpire. Driver comes up. Takes a nice intercept mark. He'll know that one for sure, Kirsch. He's on centre wing, outer side.
So Driver, just a short little kick. In fact, it's not 15. Goes to Boris. He turns around on the right. Goes to half forward with a kick. Doesn't hit a target. Over the back of the pack. Spills free. Keeps going now. And Colac try and bottle it up. They do. Hayes comes across to help out Cody Spokes there in game number 150 as well. And he's going to be able to help McCormack up. And Jackson Carmody back in the team as well for South Barwon. Put that tackle on Zide Bell with a big thump down to the side. McCormack, Hughes dropped the football. Umpire said play on. And what's going to happen now? He comes in, he's going to ball it up. He's about 35 out from the South Barwon goal. So, ball up now. Zide Bell just pushes his opponent away from the ball. That was Mawson. Gets a kick away out towards Darcy Lang. He can't keep it in. And we're going to have a boundary throw in on the outer side. Half forward flank for the Swans. They haven't scored yet. Colac a 1-1-7. Harvey Norman, K-Rock. First quarter scoreboard.
Just quickly, Kirsch, what are you seeing for Wombat Gully Plan Farm matchup-wise?
It's been pretty, what we mentioned early on, there hasn't appeared to be any changes at this stage from what I've written down. I'll give you a couple in a minute.
So I asked, Fort just caught his man high. Advantage isn't paid to McCormack, who was looking to rush off the back of that stoppage. The free kick would go back to halfback for the Tigers. They're on the outer side, going to the left of your radio dial. They go inboard. Here's Spokes, the milestone man in the fluorescent blue boots. You can't miss him. Cody Spokes on the outer wing. Forced to assess his options, so just dumps a high one. Just inside 50. Goff has position at the back. Couldn't hold on. First there is Bartlett. He just heads straight for the boundary with his handball, but not pinged by the umpire. It'll be tossed in just inside the paint on the outer side. Colac leading 1-1-7. South Barwon yet to score. We're just over 8 minutes in on the Barwon Foods time clock.
Just a couple of those forward line ones right in front of us, Buzz. Obviously, Sexton's got the job on Simpkin. They're the important one, and Huggins has a job on Lang. So just two really good matchups down here in front of us.
Free kick in the ruck contest. Callett to take it for South Barwon. Defensive 50. He's going to go to the outer side with his right foot towards centre wing. Holds up in the breeze. Punched away well by Malikan. Goes close to the boundary line. Monaghan can't keep it in. Madigan's there as well. In fact, it is out of bounds on the full. Madigan's claiming it came off his elbow, but the umpire has adjudicated it came off his leg. So Jaron McCormack is actually going to take the free kick just forward to centre wing. Short little kick is okay. Finds Hawker. He comes back inside. Dangerous kick. Turned it over. South Barwon with the numbers. Carmody was there waiting for it. He goes short to Fort, who's got a bit of time and space in the middle. Goes to the right foot kick. Saw something out of the corner of his eye. I hope so, because it was a crappy looking kick. Goes to Broughton. It was pretty good in the end. He goes with a kick forward of centre and inside 50. And it was good set up by the Swans. And the mark has been taken by Lockie Noble in the left forward pocket.
That's where South Barwon are dangerous. Their forwards get up the ground a bit and they can beat you back to goal. And if you turn your back like they did there, then Colac defence, they're going to get you every time.
So Lockie Noble in the left forward pocket, Clairvaux end of McDonald Reserve. And first real attempt at goal for the Swans. Kicking into the breeze in this first term. He comes in. The number 22 for South Barwon. Keeps it low. And has put it through. Goal umpire has not moved. So Lockie Noble, good response from him and the Swans. They are 1 straight 6. They trail Colac 1-1-7. Harvey Norman, K-Rock. First quarter scoreboard. Think Harvey Norman for all the big brands at Geelong's best prices. Here's Kirsch.
Well, more importantly, South Barwon are just starting to get their hands on the ball a little bit. A couple of rebound 50s and the last 3 inside forward 50s and the last 2 clearances, more importantly. So they're just starting to get their hands on the pill, and that's all the difference going forward at the moment.
And we saw last week, Kirsch, last round, against St Giles, once they got the ball in open space, it looked quite dangerous going forward, didn't it?
Absolutely, they did, and that's what got them back in the game. So a better start than last week, Buzz.
Zybel and Callett in the ruck. We'll give that one to Colac as Scott got it out of the middle. McCormack, and now to Ryan Monaghan, the evergreen veteran inside 50. Goes over the head of Walters. Garner, the clean pick-up. Hands were good towards Simpkin. The don't argue left foot snap from Joffe. Is away to the left-hand side and through for a minor score. Always dangerous in front of goal. Jonathan Simpkin. 8 goals for him so far this season. So it'll be Shepherd to bring the ball in for the Swans. 2-point lead to Colac. He heads towards the broadcast side. Best seats in the house, thanks to Abco Cafe 24/7. But another out in the full. So it just pitched inside, did it? Okay, we had a better view than us, I guess.
Oh, no, Jace Boris got his first possession for the day, though. He did very nicely.
Good defensive.
Good defensive push it was. It was great.
Yep, like it. Defence first. Tossed in. Callett convincingly down to Middleton. He couldn't handle cleanly. Another repeat stoppage here. We're around 60 out from the Colac goal. They lead 1-2-8 to South Barwon. 1 goal straight. Lockie Noble, the last goal for the Swans. Zybel again, clever. Boris, his kick smothered. McQuay forward. Hot ball here. Back to Shepherd, forced to kick quickly. The ball will teeter near the boundary. In fact, does go out in the full this time. That one was definite. And Bailey Scott will take the free kick right from the interchange gates.
So he goes along now inside 50 over the head of a couple. Oh, Jack Driver got a hand to it, put it out of Blair Huggins' marking attempt, but he goes short to Fort, who comes in, takes a diving mark inside defensive 50. The grumpy one goes out wide, finds his mate Goff, takes the mark, does he? No, he doesn't, because Garner comes across. He looks in good form, Adam Garner. He goes towards Goff. How was his pick-up before, Kirsch?
It's clean.
Oh, Adam Garner. He's in nice, rare form. And he sees it over the boundary line at right half forward with Rowan Goff right there as well. So we're going to have a boundary throw in. Colac into attack. And it's going to be Callard who gets it down. Middleton gets a clearing kick towards centre wing over the back of a couple. Coming back there, Malikan couldn't pick it up. He needs some support. Pack develops. Ball spills free. Tigers with the numbers though. Monaghan on the outside. Short little kick on the half volley. Couldn't get picked up by Inglis. He needs some help. Handball back towards Inglis again. Monaghan rides a couple of bumps. Gets wrapped up. Umpire says it's going to be held in, and we will have a ball up at right half forward for the Tigers. They're 1-2-8. They lead South Barwon 1 straight 6. Harvey Norman K-Rock first quarter scoreboard, and we have been playing 13 minutes on the Barwon Foods time clock.
And most of that 13 minutes, the ball's been deep in Colac's forward half as it is at the moment, just near the forward 50. Kelly O'Neill in his 100th senior game for the Swans today, just forced to kick quickly to centre wing. Ball comes off hands. Mulroney comes charging through. Did really well, the returning Swan. Handball over the top to Urquhart, and now Broughton had to turn and collect the footy now, just forced to assess his options. Goes by hand, missed Carmody, who picks up at his bootlaces now, and then his handball was chopped off by Malikan, who kicks long down the wing. No one really home. O'Neill happy to see the ball over on centre wing in front of Aaron Walters. It'll be brought in.
If it wasn't a turnover then, Buzz, they beat them back to goal again, and they were probably 15, 20 metres in front of their Colac opponents, South Barwon, but they just turned the ball over.
Tossed in, out of side. Seibel just fell into his lap. Wins the clearance and kicks to centre half forward. Goff was pushed out of the way by Garner. Driver was at the back, picked up the bouncing ball. Odd looking kick, Kirsch. Keep a count on how many of they are today. Urquhart case of the fumbles and was wrapped up by Lang, who came in quickly but held on a bit too long according to the umpire. So Zach Urquhart will take the footy on centre wing. The ball was tossed right over his head.
It was.
It was from a Colac player, wasn't it?
It was,
Kirsch?
yep.
But no 50 paid, so Urquhart with the footy, Jace, will go along to half forward.
Goes towards the half forward for Fraser Ford, who takes another diving mark. He's on the right half forward. Key to the Clairvaux end. He goes with a right foot kick inside 50. Oh, no mark taken. There was a one-hander trying to be collected there for South Barwon. It's in the right forward pocket. Pack develops. The umpire's going to come in and ball it up. And
Will Parkhouse looks a bit injured here. Is it Parkhouse, was it?
Keep an eye on him. Yeah, he's getting up a bit proppy, Will Parkhouse. So keep an eye on him for St John of God. Birchie down boundary side. Carmody gets the kick back inside 50 for South Barwon. Ball spills free. Handball comes to Murray now. Gets a clearing kick, tumbling punt into the middle for Colac. It's okay. Finds Dustin Walters at half back. He goes to Garner Adam on centre wing. Just gets to him. Wants to play on quickly. Goes inside 50 with the kick. It's at 50 now. They can run free. Inside towards... Oh, that's a great pass. Oh, Simpkin dropped the mark. Hadn't got held onto and then dropped the footy, did he? Umpire said, play on. Still going. And somehow... Joffy Simpson has got away with being spun around, danced with, and then drops the football, and then it ends up with a mark.
Aaron Walters.
In the arms of Aaron Walters, who normally does wear a long sleeve. So he's in the short sleeves today.
Yeah, they really play with Jack Driver's mind.
He's not gonna find that happy to be Jack Driver, but he's going to shoot for goal from about the same spot as his brother. He's 25 out directly in front, and he kicks it just. He made the goal umpire work a bit hard for it, but it was through. And he has kicked his first and the second for the Walters. They're 2-2-14, and they lead South Barwon 1 straight 6. Harvey Norman K-Rock first quarter scoreboard, and the experts share. Thanks to the Sporting Globe. Eat, drink, sport, Ryrie Street, Geelong. Here's Kirsch.
Colac have enjoyed a little bit more time in forward half, and it's not overly reflective on the scoreboard, but they have controlled the game so far. Fraser Fort's been pushed forward because him and Jaron McCormack were basically playing off each other, not on each other as wingers. They were going to finish with 50 possessions each and not one defensive out there for a while, Buzz. So when them two come together again on the wing in the next rotation, it'll be interesting to see how far away from each other they actually are.
So 14 plays 6 Colac's way, early stages, first term of this one. Middleton comes in hot for the Swans. Scott was clean. Shepherd applies a strong tackle on the said Scott. Plown says that the umpire, plenty of players around this. Good luck getting it out. There's some big bodies in there. Middleton flies his big frame in again. Scott over the footy. They finally get it out. Walters. Now McQuaid dances inside one. Handball over the top wasn't best. The ball's just inside 50 for Colac. Smart. His hands were good to Inglis, who's brought down in a strong Doyle Madigan tackle. We'll have a ball up 45 from the Tigers' goal. Pretty much directly in front, so again enjoying some time in front half, as Kirst mentions. Callett, his handball was straight down to Hawker, who was brought down in a strong tackle, and holding the footy is the decision. It's a very strong tackle, so it'll be going back. The ball did go forward, but he brought back to Bartlett with the footy deep in his own half. Noble's on short, who'll receive the ball now on the paint. And they go quickly, little 1-2. There's Pat Kelly, in fact, who goes into the middle of the ground. No mark taken by Malik, and he got a good piece of it. And there's a whistle. We'll have a ball up just inside the centre square. We've played just over 18 minutes. That's on the Barwon Foods time clock, Jace.
So ball up in the middle. Zybel gets it down. Madigan couldn't take it with him. Trying to be tapped on Colac. Well, that was nearly a throw. Fort put a good tackle on Garner. Was that a throw, Kirsch?
Oh, 3 times.
He got slung around there, Josh Garner, but got away with it. Fraser Fort just asking why that wasn't a free kick. Can't believe it.
Good question too.
Just inside the centre square for the ball up. Punched away, second effort by Noble. Comes back to Spokes. He gets a kick back to the middle of the ground. Which way is it going to bounce? Inglis comes out from half forward. Slick little handball, but set his teammate up, who was wrapped up straight away and couldn't break the tackle. And that was Josh Garner as well. So we're going to have a ball up just outside the centre square at centre half forward. Zybel got one high around the head from the ruck contest. Is that advantage paid? I think it is, and they've missed. So that was advantage paid. And Colac went with Luke Inglis, and he missed it. So they go to 2-3-15 now. They lead South Barwon 1 straight 6. Harvey Norman, K-Rock, first quarter scoreboard.
Goff just asked some players to come towards him into the breeze, forced to go wide to the outer side to half back. The ball now out of play. Kirsch, what can the Swans do here to try and get some more ball in their hands?
Well, that's the thing. They just can't win it at the source at the moment, so they can't get it to the outside because they're not winning it on the inside. So basically what they've got to do is just try and get ball in hand and maybe, a couple of switch plays or just maintain a bit of possession and just chip their way up the ground. But at the moment, they just can't get the ball at the source.
Callett sharked it from Bailey Scott. Now Noble on the fly. That's a lovely mark in front to Walters. Read the play nicely. Hangs it in the air, looking for McCormack. Dangerous kick was spoiled away. They have the numbers at ground level. If Spokes can pick up cleanly, he was caught high by Mulroney. The ball's at centre half forward for the Swans, but Spokes will get the relieving kick away.
Game number 150 for Spokes now. He's going to go short. He went short in the end because it was partly smothered, his kick, and falls to Jared Walters again. Slick little handball back to Spokes, fixed it up, goes down the middle, is okay. Aaron Walters takes the mark. Just inside the centre square, plays on, goes out wide with the kick. Is it going to sit for Smart? Jack Driver did well. And he just made sure Smart and the ball were over the boundary line and saw it over for a throw-in. About 45 around from the Colac goal. We're going to have another boundary throw in. Zybel and Callett have rucked unchanged so far. We've played just over 20 minutes in this first term. Barwon Foods time clock. Free kick found by the umpire. It's going to go to South Barwon, and it's going to come back to everybody has no idea.
No.
It's going to be Ben Callett. So it must have been a ruck infringement. He gives it away by hand to Madigan. He goes short with the kick. No mark taken. Falls to back Hayes. He can't pick it up now. He does. And then he just goes with a bomb kick to half forward. Doesn't really go to anybody. No one hand marks coming. Smart tries to tap it on. Lang, usually good in this situation. Left foot kick around the corner was beautiful to Garner Adam. And he takes the mark. 25 out.
How's the touch, Kirsch?
Well, I thought he was going to pull the one wood out, Buzz, and
he thought about
just
it.
got the little wedge.
Little wedge. Little 9-iron.
Exactly, and he's just pulled his kick absolutely brilliantly. And, you spoke about it before, Buzz, but Colac should be a couple of goals further ahead because they've missed some easy ones. We spoke about it pre-game. They kicked 9-16 last week, and they've really missed some, fundamental goals.
So Adam Garner comes in, right foot kick. Goal umpire does not move, and he puts his first on the board this afternoon and the third for Colac. They go to 3-3-21. They lead South Barwon 1 straight 6. Harvey Norman, K-Rock first quarter scoreboard. Birchie, just down to you, St John of God. We see Will Parkhouse on the boundary for Colac. What's the update with him?
Yeah, he's just testing out. It could be an ankle. A little bit hard to discern what's going on for him, but he's in a little bit of discomfort and just trying to actually work out whether he's going to be able to partake in any more of this afternoon's match.
All right, thanks, Birchie. Injury updates. Thanks to St John of God. We put you first.
With Moz Dim as well.
Yeah.
Said in the pre-game, he's one we want to watch today. He's had a good season.
You're going to have to stop mentioning people here. They're going to ask you to stop mentioning them, I reckon,
Exactly
Coach.
right.
So hot start by the Tigers. G. Scott was clean, burst into the middle of the ground, spoke to the check side, kicked a half-forward driver, got in his man's back, but no free kick. Shepherd caught by a strong Darcy Lang tackle, should have been rewarded. Monaghan dances through, kicks to full forward, ball bounces away from Starkey. Simpkin there to butter up. It's a fourth for Colac. They're on fire. 4-3-27 the Tigers. South Barwon just one straight. That's on the K-Rock, Harvey Norman, Corio and Warm Ponds first quarter scoreboard.
Well, they do look dangerous, don't they, Buzz, when they go inside forward 50, when they get in there quick. They've got the tools, they've got the fall of the ball players, and Joffy Simpkin, you can't give him a metre. You can't even give him half a metre, really. He's done it all at every level. He's just going to lap them up, isn't he? So Starkey had the job on him, but they're actually just sort of swapping or handing over when ball's in transition at times. So it's not a direct match-up per se, but it might be the way Simpkin's going at the minute.
How's the bonus of that and Cody Spokes off half back?
Oh, well, you throw Bailey Scott in the middle. It's kind of you're not even robbing Peter to pay Paul, really. You just got 2 wins there for Colac.
Back in the middle, Colac gets it down. Lang, he tries to rove it, couldn't pick it up, needs some support. He might get it back. He got pushed off the football. The umpire says play on. It's at centre half forward now for the Tigers. Falls to Inglis again. Right foot kick to Smart in front. Good mark. Under pressure from Will Sexton, who was in his back pocket. And Kane Smart took the mark and will shoot for goal from 40 out, slide angle.
Buzz, it's the clearances as well. Not only just the clearances around the ground, but those centre bounce clearances, they've just dominated them in that area as well. And, as these grounds, you're half a kick to inside forward 50. And like we mentioned there, potency up there forward line, well, it's really hard to stop.
This is interesting because Kane Smart's coming off the ground. Joffy Simpkin has got the ball before the umpire even looked. So you can see Kane Smart, I think he might have done a hamstring.
Oh, he might have on that. Yeah,
he took that mark under real pressure from Will Sexton. So Birchie will keep an eye on that for St John of God as he walks off the ground. Joffy Simpkin has got the resultant mark that he took. So 40 out, 45-degree angle, puts it up in the breeze. Not going to make the distance. Is it through? No, it's not. And that's terrible because I think that, Dustin, Aaron Walters was standing on the goal line. Somehow it got touched. And I don't know how by South Barwon, but they were very bloody lucky, I tell you, because they were in real trouble.
I think they punched it back into play.
It was a bit of a Safra Galeas at the start. I didn't know where the line was.
4-4-28, Colac, South Barwon 1 straight 6, Harvey Norman, K-Rock first quarter scoreboard.
And as the ball at half back, you know how much you love a Sava, Kirsch.
Yes.
Goes short across goal, Middleton safe enough to Kelly, who goes further to the outer side. Sexton, little ball to driver, marks on the paint. Outer side, half back, kicks quickly towards Fort. His hands were clean, had to pick up on the half-volley handball just to clean space. Hughes sockles it forward another 20, 25 metres, somehow ends up with Broughton, and they get on their bike, the ball gets out the back, and they take the result mark. I think that might be the young debutant, Kirsch.
Yeah, first gamer.
Max Mawson, isn't it?
Max Mawson, who's, I think that might be his first touch. I haven't seen much of him, so might be a chance to join that exclusive club.
The exclusive first kick, first goal.
Only 4,000 people have done it.
It's not that exclusive anymore, is it?
Kirsch, you've just mozzed him anyway.
I have, yeah. He doesn't kick this.
So Max Mawson, the under-18s product, he'll kick from about 30 out, 45-degree-ish angle on the pavilion side here at McDonald Reserve. Mawson, in he comes.
Oh, he hasn't missed,
and nails it. First kick, first goal, Max Mawson. And the Swans come from everywhere to get around him, as they should. and it's their second, and they just claw the margin back on the K-Rock, Harvey Norman, Corai and Warm Ponds first quarter scoreboard. They're 2 straight 12, Colac 4-4, 28.
I love the confidence. He's just gone back. He just slotted it with ease, this boy. That's a fantastic kick. But again, that's the way South Barwon can hurt you. If they can actually maintain possession that we just spoke about prior to that set play, they can get you with their forwards out the back, and that's exactly what they did then. They get you high up the ground, and then they beat you back to goal, and they turn you around. And that's what they've done the last couple of times. That's their methodology, and that's where they can get you.
So back to the middle, Callett. Zybell gets it down with a right fist. But getting back there, Mulroney. Oh, his handball, though, to Colac. Back to them. Zybell has to bend over and pick it up and does. Gives it away by hand. Now Inglis goes inside 50 with a kick. Lang, too good a player to give him 5 metres. Mulroney got lost there against him, and Darcy Lang will shoot for goal from on 50. Left half forward. He's not completely confident. He's now going to go back, I think. He kicked 4 last week.
I heard he kicked a couple on his right foot last week.
Did he
I was just
really?
about to say, doesn't he kick on his left from outside 50 and then right from closer to
I
goal?
think Darcy does whatever he likes.
I think he does what he likes, and he can do what he likes.
Let's see what he does here. Is he
going left? He's going left.
Yeah, 50 from goal with his left. Keeps it low, and he's not going to make the distance. Goff up and off his hands and through for 1 behind. So they go to 4-5, 29 now, Colac. They lead South Barwon 2 straight 12. Harvey Norman first quarter scoreboard.
Starkey brings it into Kelly. Had a bit of the footy for the Swans. Ball's been camped down there, so no surprise. Chips over the top, short to Mulroney, who's been busy early also. Goes over the top to Hughes. A kick had to be spot on and was. He's at left half back. Mulroney keeps running. Had to go back for the handball slightly. Starkey. The handball wasn't great. He goes quickly to Callett, who tries to dance to a couple. Not advisable. And brings the hold in the footy. Had the
He got
the
spun around
360
2 or
spin,
3
didn't
times,
he?
didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Bailey Scott has been impressive on his return, his first game at this level for the season. Back down from Essendon in the VFL. 4 matches in the opening month for him. Goes to half forward over the head of Monaghan. Lang, can he keep it in? He does. It was clever. Monaghan kicks quickly, but the ball will fade over the line. Was it paid out back where Monaghan kicked? Out of bounds? No, it was out in the full in front of the cricket net, so Driver will take the free kick deep in his own half.
So Driver, he's looking across the goal, but he elects to go down the ground towards half back with the kick. Carmody stole it out of O'Neill's hands. Callett with a fresh air shot, and then he gets wrapped up, and I think the umpire will come in, and well, he lets it go. And Monaghan kicks it up and high again. Does he kick it out of bounds on the full again? He does. Jack takes a mark on the cricket pitch area. He's very good on the cricket pitch as well, so takes a diving mark. That'll be mark number 4 or 5. You'll know how many. We might ask him at quarter time. We might get Birchie to see how many he's had for Kerr's high stats. He's in the back pocket. Yeah, that breeze now affects Mike's, and he's pretty breezy out here at McDonald Reserve now. Oh, going up, Hamlin hanger from who, Bartlett, who loves...
Boy, he loves a big hang.
He loves a big hang, and he took that nearly one-handed as he went up in the pack as well. So he goes along with the kick as the siren sounds for quarter time here at McDonald Reserve, and it's Colac 4-5, 29. They lead South Barwon 2 straight 12. We're going to go down to Birchie at the moment. Birchie, just give us an update on Kane Smart, who came off the ground with a hamstring.
Yeah, Kane Smart did come off with a hamstring. I saw Rowan check in with him and ask him if it was the same leg. He said he did feel a little bit of a twinge there. So he's just been sitting on the interchange bench here, and I'm just watching to see if they're going to grab the ice.
All right, well... 5-7-37 they lead. The Giants 5-4-34. 20 played in the second term up at the SCG. Other games this afternoon, round 4 of GFNL football. Bell Park 5-3-33. They lead Geelong West 2-3-15. St Mary's 7-7-49. Lead Grovedale yet to score. Wow, Leopold
122 is looking all right, Jace.
Leopold 3-4-22, Lara 1-4-10. North Shore 3-6-24 lead St Albans 1 behind. And St Joey's 5-2-32 lead Newtown 2-2-14 the scores in the other games in the GFL. In the Ballerine, Drysdale 33 lead Queenscliff 8. Barwon Heads 39 lead Port Arlington 14. Anglesea 39 lead Newcombe 14. Mottawarri 26 lead Torquay 19.
Okay.
And Geelong Amateur and Ocean Grove to come at 4:15. In the GD FNL, Geelong West 30 lead Bellpost Hill 2. Belmont 44 lead Anarchy 33. North Geelong 32 lead Bannockburn 27. No score from Werribee and Winch at the moment. East Geelong 32 lead Corio 15. Thompson 38 lead Inverleigh 1.
Yeah, I guess we'll know at half time because that breeze will be affecting some grounds, up and down, whereas here it's left and right.
What do you think of the first term, Kirsch?
Well, left and right and up and down. Maybe just sideways here.
Up and down.
I'm going to need a drink after this, I reckon.
Gravity doesn't change.
I just said to buzz off there, Jace, that Colac are absolutely belting South Barwon around the ball at the moment. They're getting their first hands on the ball and they're winning it at all areas at the moment. I think the clearances, let me just get my piece of paper here, Buzz. The clearances, they're up 11-5 clearances, Colac, and that's exactly where they're beating them because they're getting the ball on the inside and they're getting the ball to the outside and they're getting some inside 50s and they're enjoying a lot of inside 50s. It was 16-7 in inside 50 that quarter. So, and most importantly, they took 5 marks inside forward 50. So they're getting marks inside forward 50, they're getting shots on when ball hits the ground, so they've got it all going on at the moment. So South Barwon's midfield, they're probably just going to have to tighten up a little bit, go a little bit more man on man, try and win a couple of clearances themselves and get themselves back into the game. But when they do move the ball with some fluency, they look good. They've had some good run from behind, they've had some good rebound 50s because they've had a bit in there, but they do look good when they get the ball going their way. They get high up the ground that we mentioned a couple of times that quarter and they can beat you at the back. So that's the breeze sort of is going sort of at us a little bit. It'd be interesting to see how they combat the breeze and attack that top side of the ground.
I was going to say, because the top side's going to be the key, isn't it? You come out here and it's dead out here, isn't it, closer to us?
Oh, it's a defensive side out here, and we're on track for world record. I mean, we had 13 out on the Fulls last week, and we've got 5 already, so...
Okay, Jane Birch is down with Rowan McSparron, the coach of the Colac Tigers.
Rowan, plenty to like from a Colac perspective in that first quarter. What pleased you most out of what you saw?
Oh, just the willingness for the boys to crack in. I think a lot of that ball going forward wasn't pretty, but they just pushed it forward with some will, and it was good to watch.
You've already got a few restructure issues, I noticed here, so how's that going to affect you in this second quarter?
We'll see how it goes. It is what it is, and you deal with those things from week to week, and most clubs are the same, so we'll just see how it rolls this quarter.
Good luck for the rest of the game.
Thanks to Jane Birch down there with Colac coach Rowan McSparron. Kane Smart, the one that we're keeping an eye on. Obviously, Parkhouse with a bit of an ankle as well, Kirsch, but Kane Smart, the hamstring.
Yeah, we saw him reach for that the wide ball on the lead, and he just pulled up a little bit short. So he will play no further part in this game, you would suggest, with that hamstring, and Parkhouse is a watch. So we'll see what happens with him. They might push him forward. Who knows? But we'll see what happens with him.
All right, we'll keep an eye on some of the Wombat Gully Plant Farm matchups. There's sure to be some changes. Wombat Gully said the team at Wombat Gully for all your gardening needs. It's 4-5-29 Colac, South Barwon 2 straight 12. Just waiting for the last of a nice little crowd here at McDonald Reserve today too. It's a beautiful afternoon for football, a little bit of breeze, but fantastic. And the umpires just coming to make sure the kids are off the ground, who are just sitting on the boundary line. So they're getting off the ground now. And we're going to start this second term. And the next voice you hear is going to be that of Josh the Buzz Conway.
Underway second term, thanks to Morris Business Class Finance. It's asset lending the way it should be. In the middle, Madigan couldn't handle cleanly for the Swans, beaten to it by his fellow 25 Lang. Over the top was McCormack. They're bursting to the middle here. Scott inside 50, stretching and marking nicely is Huggins for South Barwon with the intercept mark. Deep in his own back pocket, stabbing ball was nice to Fort backward of centre wing. Still in his back half, goes over the top to Hughes. Ball had to be good and was. He goes by hand to Madigan, who's forced to kick hurriedly on his left boot. Ball hovers. Ball snatched away from O'Neill by McQuaid. Driver came bursting through, did well. Hands were good as well to Mulroney. His snapping ball was good vision. Finds Carmody, the returning Jackson Carmody on the paint of 50, goes deep into the pocket and misses Broughton by a week. And the ball floats nearly out in the full, just inside the paint, according to the boundary umpire. It'll be tossed in 25 around from goal for the home side. Kicking to the, what end do we call it? Cricket net's end, Kirsch? What end is that? Here at Maton Reserve. Good cricket net's end. Why not?
The Josh Conway cricket net's end. Beautiful boundary throw in, holds up in the breeze, hits Zach Zybell on the chest. Ball comes to Lockie Noble. Kick out of the pack. Great kick
nice
around
goal.
the corner.
No.
He's missed it. And through for one behind. He's got 1-1 this afternoon. And South Barwon 2-1-13. They trail Colac 4-5-29. Morris Business Class Finance. K-Rock's second quarter scoreboard. Jared Walters to kick the ball back in for Colac. Gains some territory, runs out of the 10-metre square, goes towards Walters. Madigan close to the boundary line, just rides the Bailey Scott bump. And it's over. How are you going, Jack? All right? Going well? How many marks have you taken so far? Tell us. No, you tell us. I've heard. That's your job. I've heard that's your job, Jack. I've heard you count them. That's okay. Jack Driver right in front of the best seats in the house. Thanks to Apco Cafe 24/7. Boundary throw-in. Zybell gets it down Mulroney against Murray. Ball comes out the back. Colac try and move it by hand to Aaron Walters. Goes along the wing, over the head of Jack Driver this time, and goes towards Garner and the boundary line. The boundary line will win, and we'll have a boundary throw-in on centre wing.
Just an update on those
Bertie,
injuries,
yes. Yep.
boys. Yeah, Parkhouse is done for the day. He's got the left ankle with ice on it, and also Smart with that hamstring. The right hamstring has ice as well, so they're done for the day.
We'll come to you in a second, Kirsch, as to what that does to the Bombay Gully Plant Farm matchups, particularly with Parkhouse with his height. The ball's tossed in the meantime. Sexton couldn't gather. McQuay's hands were good, only as far as Hughes over South Barwon. Sexton still on the outer side. Ball teetering near the boundary, dances through one, but his handball is intercepted and out of play.
Do you think this water carrier is doing a bit of coaching here?
Yes, he might be doing a bit of coaching. The
Moving
water
all
carrier.
right.
He's moving all right.
Matheson medalist.
Just a water boy.
Caldew.
Yeah,
Yeah, back to where it all began.
exactly right. I don't think the Parkhouse going off will stretch them too badly because they're not overly tall, South Barwon, as they have been in previous years or previous games.
Callett with the inverted spiral, carried about 60 metres. Fort gets a handball clear to Carmody. Just fell short of him though. Malikan was terrific at ground level. Found Spokes by hand at half back, and his kick finds Zybell.
So he goes to McQuay, now goes through centre wing, left foot kick towards half forward. It falls short with the breeze. Is that a mark? No mark paid. Umpire says play on. Mulroney's there. Umpire will come in and ball it up at right half forward for the Tigers.
As this for a quick rotation, Fraser Fort was 1 minute 50 on the wing and he's gone forward.
No mucking round from
That's just a
Neildy.
quick rotation.
So ball up now. Callett gets it down. McQuay gets it. And he gets the handball away. Come back to Hayes from Monaghan. He picks it up. Now Hayes with a right foot kick towards the right forward pocket. Pavilion side of the ground. It's off hands. And out of bounds the Tigers into attack at the Clairvaux end. And they lead this contest at the moment 4-5-29. They lead South Barwon 2-1-13.
Yeah, if Mark Neal is aware that Parkhouse is off, then maybe he might throw a move and chuck Goff forward a little bit. Maybe see if they can stretch him with a bit of inside 50 marks.
Played just over 4 minutes on the Barwon Foods time clock. Second term, the palm down from Zybell was terrific to Scott, but was sharked by Driver, who just dumps a high one to the wing. Malikan with the big fist. Only went up the chimney, though. First there is Hayes. Can he gather cleanly? He just brought over strongly over the fence, and the Tigers won't be happy with that. That was an aggressive sort of slinging motion over the boundary, right in between the interchange gates. A few Tigers flying the flag. Doesn't really go on because they're all midfielders. They had to get to the stoppage pretty quickly. Shallow throw in. It's McCormack doing the ruck duties for Colac this time. Only finds Hughes of South Barwon. His kick is well smothered. And the ball out of play. We're still on centre wing near side. Colac leading 4-5-29 to South Barwon 2-1-13. That's on the Morris Business Class Finance second quarter scoreboard.
McCormack had to ruck because Zybell was fighting.
They'll throw in now. Oh, ball short. Nearly hits Doyle Madigan in the back of the head and Ryan Monaghan as well. Madigan back in there, rolling over the football. The umpire will come in and ball it up. We see the Matheson medalist. He's doing a forward line coaching here, I reckon. Making sure Jackson Carmody was coming back. Nice little addition to the Mark Neild coaching brigade this afternoon. Now out from the middle, Noble gets it towards Carmody. It's over his head. Broughton's there as well. Coming back, Spokes his handball. Miss Maligan. Comes close to the boundary line. Maligan, though, over the top of it. Needs to tap it on. He taps it to the boundary line. And it will be out of bounds for a throw-in. And he's got some high calibre water carriers. Tom Reynolds is here too for Colac, so they would normally play on each other, Caldo and Reynolds.
Now they're water boying next week.
Boundary throw in, left half forward for the Swans, right in front of the best seats in the house, thanks to Atco Cafe 24/7. Zybell tried to kick it off the ground, goes to Bailey Scott. He goes now with a right foot kick high towards half forward. Starkey used the body well and then punched it away. Good defensive play by Dylan Starkey for South Barwon, and it will be a throw in. At right half forward for the Tigers, they lead 4-5-29. South Barwon 2-1-13. Morris Business Class Finance. K-Rock second quarter scoreboard.
Fifth clearance for Bailey Scott.
Yeah, he's been good, hasn't he? Impressed. He was pretty handy last year, even before he went onto a VFL list. I'm sure he's reaping the benefits of a pre-season at the hangar. Ball's at half forward for Colac. McCormack dances through, did brilliantly well. Kicks it deep inside 50. Markers wanted, comes to the back. Driver, though, with some strong hands, takes the mark in his defensive half, goes over the top, kicks all right, two just under the scoreboard. Finds Huggins, who plays on quickly, goes down the line, not his best kick. Only as far as Walters. His kick was ordinary too, chopped off by Shepherd. He's at half back, outer side goes into the middle of the ground, showed a lot of the footy. O'Neill's there, the 100 gamer though at ground level for the Swans, kicks a high up and under footy. He's coming across as Walters, showed some good courage, couldn't hang on to the mark though. And we'll have a ball up right on the edge of the centre square. There's a bit in that scoreboard, 4-5-29 Colac, South Barwon 2-1-13. Nearing 10 minutes played on the Morris Business Class Finance scoreboard. Ball to half forward, Starkey did well and lays a strong tackle at ground level too, but is pinged for, I think it might have been high on Darcy Lang.
Holding the man, it was pretty smart by Darcy. Didn't take possession of it, just tapped it out in front of him and wore the tackle.
He goes short and finds McCormack quickly, Jace.
Does, and he goes short with a kick inside. No mark taken. Swans working overtime at half back. Madigan gets back there to help out. And pack develops. The umpire's picked a foot push in the back. And it's going to come back to Ryan Monahan, I think, who's going to take the free kick. Doyle Madigan, he wants an investigation. He can't believe it.
Nope.
But it's fallen in the arms of Ryan Monahan, who will shoot for goal from about 45 out directly in front.
Yeah, I'm not sure why the Fraser Fort move was so quick, Buzz, because since he's gone forward, Jaron McCormack's had a field day. He's had about 3 of the last 4 inside forward 50s.
So Ryan Monahan, 45 out directly in front. This is going to be take his best kick because he's kicking into the breeze here at the southern end of the ground. He goes with a right foot kick and he's hung it out there. Is it going to come back? It's just missed to the near side and through for 1 behind. So they go to 4-6-30 now. Colac, they lead South Barwon 2-1-13. Morris Business Class Finance. K-Rock, second quarter scoreboard.
They go quickly from the kick out to the Swans and they're out the back here. Driver galloping through the middle of the ground. It's an absolute mung of a thing, Kirsch. We knew we'd get one. Malikan dropped the mark though at half back. Ball still in dispute on the pain of 50. Eventually brought down and it'll be tossed up.
That's the Jack we know.
Yep, that's it.
Just
get to speed wobbles occasionally. So we're just outside 50 here for South Barwon. Attacking the cricket net's end. Callett won it down but tapped it the wrong way. Socket forward. Driver caught in a McQuay tackle. No free kick. Players swarming quickly inside the centre square. And we'll have another ball up. So no goals yet in this second term. We've played nearly 10 minutes on the Barwon Foods time clock. Be tossed up pretty much in the middle of McDonald Reserve. Garner doing the ruck duties for Colac now. Monahan couldn't gather. Spinning out of trouble was Chase Murray. Tumbles one to half forward. It works too. Good grab. Intelligent grab by Simpkin. He wanted to go quickly. Does now. Kicks to a dangerous spot. Lang up high. Good hands, Darcy Lang. And he's around 50 out. He was thinking about passing and still is, assessing his options. Thinks this one's a bit beyond him, but now goes back and he will shoot them up from the paint of 50.
Depends what shoe he kicks with.
Oh, he kicks short right and long left, I think. He kicked short right before.
And he does go short right. Jace was onto it. The Oracle Doherty.
Oh, the Oracle.
Nicely done. There's a bit of push and shove here too at the back of play. Few players getting into, I think it might be the number 33 too. Garner is, I think it's Garner, the recipient down there. We'll have the shot at goal for Colac. Sorry, Walters, in fact it is, excuse me. Dustin Walters.
There's a bit going on off the ball.
Is Jack involved?
Yep. Well, he was getting lippy, I believe.
Unlike Jack.
Yep.
Said someone, how about you defend, driver? Bex Mike as Walters comes in. Probably fair. Dustin Walters hangs it across the face, out on the full, in front of the reserves too, who
Well, that's the
let him know
last.
about
Told
it.
him all about it.
Yeah, it's the last place you want to be doing that.
So the ball back in. Short little kick to Fort, who's a long way from goal this time. He's at 10 out from the Colac goal. Oh, he mungs the ball towards
Driver's about him.
towards Driver, who got one high. Lucky for him and lucky for Fraser. And that was, pull out the Benny Hill music, that was just, Fraser was just a terrible kick. But Jack Driver's going to take the free kick at centre half back and is waiting for some type of invitation to kick it, I think.
He is.
He's got it now. Jack Driver looking for a handball, but he's elected to go with a kick out wide. Kicks towards Callett, who goes up. Punched away though by Simpkin. Falls to the front of the pack. Walters to go onto it. Simpkin as well. There it goes. Comes back to Joffe. Just got handed to him, and he pinpoints the park. Good work by Huggins. Ford across half back. Handball to Huggins, who followed it up. Goes with a right foot kick. 1-on-1. Broughton and Walters over the head of them. Falls for Walters. Tries to get around. Handball back to McQuay. Got one high, did he? Or the umpire said yes, he did. And Jared Walters will take the free kick for the Tigers at half back.
Lucky, I thought, Buzz.
Good one-on-one win by Jared Walters. Just hangs one up near the boundary on this broadcast side, fisted away from Huggins by Walters, and it will be tossed in on the heart of centre wing. Colac leading this one 4-6-30 to 2-1-13 on the K-Rock Morris Business Class Finance second quarter scoreboard. No goals yet in this second term to either side, however. Brought in, another shallow throw in. Middleton in the ruck this time against Zybell. Ball down to Lang, who was pursued by a couple. Brought to ground. Ball's near the boundary. Middleton, tries to bullock his way through and did brilliantly. Boris to half forward, inside 50. Ball gets out the back. Urquhart might be first there for the Swans. Can he get through Malik? And he can't. Who brings him to ground? No free kick. And taken out eventually by Josh Garner, and will be tossed in 5 metres around from the South Barwon goal.
I can't see how that's not a holding the ball, because he didn't even try to get rid of it, and it come out in the tackle.
So a throw in left forward pocket for the Swans, northern end of the ground. Zybell up against Middleton, gets to the front, gets it down Middleton, falls to the arms of Giblett, who gets it away, goes towards McCormack, got a bit of time and space. Fort bears down on him, gets the kick over the top, and it's a pretty good kick. He was trying to find Max Buchanan, who couldn't take the mark, and they run out of room, in fact, on the outer side, and it will be a throw in. So outside South Barwon's 50-metre arc. We're going to have a boundary throw in for, well, it looks like Middleton is having a run in the ruck at the moment against Zach Zybell. So giving Callett a bit of a chop out, who's deep forward. Gets in front, Middleton, and does pretty well. Ball spills free. Mulroney on hands and knees. Middleton handball to Fort off a step inside 50, and it goes forward. Urquhart couldn't take it. Big thump away. Falls towards McCormack again. Uses his brute strength and gets the handball out off a step. Josh Garner, just a wobbly kick towards towards centre wing. Inglis did pretty well. Gave it to Hayes. His kick was smothered. Should give the handball back to Inglis. Does. Handball to Murray. Now the chain of handballs, and they get it going. Short little kick inside. Might be okay to Simpkin, who takes it at half forward. He goes with the kick towards the lead of Lang. It goes past him though. He needs some support. McQuay gets across there, but the Swans try and tap it back. Can they get it? Shepherd on centre wing. Got the handball free, just under pressure. And he sees it over in front of Mawson as well, and will have a boundary thrown on centre wing. It's Colac 4-6-30. They lead South Barwon 2-1-13. Morris Business Class Finance K-Rock second quarter scoreboard, and we have played nearly 15 minutes on the Barwon Foods time clock.
Tossed in Middleton, the relief ruckman for the Swans, only as far as McQuay. O'Neill was clean at ground level. Noble dances through a couple. Now Middleton off a step high inside 50. Broughton against Walters. Ball comes out to the back to the long-sleeved Hayes. Gets the relieving kick just to the paint of 50. Up early was Bartlett, couldn't mark. Scott just a little dribbler. Hughes is there for the Swans, 75 from goal. Lovely squaring ball. Boris marks just outside his own 50. South Barwon looking for their first goal of the second term.
Come on, Dad, get it organised. Pixel Sports Media, Jason Boris.
Not much on for Boris. It goes towards Noble. Broughton came late. There's a whistle for a high over the top in the contest. Not sure where that was dragged from. Broughton will be the recipient anyhow. 35 around from Goldkirch.
Well, it was a one-on-one, and then the other player come over the top and forced him. He was like the meat in the sandwich, really, the Colac defender. So a bit stiff to give the free kick away, but the recipient, Jonty Broughton, will have no problems with this one, Buzz, for the first goal for the quarter.
Yeah, just ticked over 16 minutes too in this second term, thanks to Barwon Foods. And Jonty Broughton, in he comes. Ball will be dragged to the left-hand goalpost, you would think, with this breeze, and he hits the goalpost too. Minor score.
You're exactly right, Buzz. Got drawn to it beautifully.
So that moves the Swans on to 2-14 to 4-6-30.
The ball in from fullback for Colac. Swans with the numbers though. Callett back on the ground. Short little kick. Barley Scott takes the mark. He draws a player, gives it away to McCormack. Oh, gee whiz, an up and under kick.
8 players out here.
Lang is one of them, and he takes the mark on centre wing. Chips the ball right-footed over the top to Monaghan. Plays on now on the left. He gets it over the top. McQuay left it in the end for Inglis. He goes inboard, and that was all too easy for Colac. And South Barwon coach Mark Neal won't be happy. They move the ball beautifully there, and it's ended in the arms of Aaron Hawker, who will shoot for goal directly in front, about 35 metres out.
I'm not sure how you can get 5 players out on their own on the
Set play?
Centre wing. Well, it was a kick in, and they just didn't defend the kick in well enough, South Barwon, and allowed Colac players to set up 5v1 behind the ball.
Aaron Hawker comes in, right foot kick, allowed for the breeze, which didn't actually blow it back, and he missed it to the far side. So 3 for 1 behind. They go to 4-7-31. Colac, South Barwon 2-2-14. Morris Business Class Finance, K-Rock. Second quarter scoreboard.
Starkey with the kicking in duties for the Swans. Golf in the long sleeves, marks and handballs quickly, but Shepherd was under all sorts of pressure, forced to handball. Scott now, Garner off a step. The ball doesn't come back quite enough. Due for another minor score. That was Adam Garner. His brother Josh playing back. 1 goal, 1 for Adam this afternoon. 4-8-32. That moves Colac on to South Barwon 2-2-14. The Swans go quickly from the kick in, looking for Mulroney on the outer side. He's used his body well.
No, he didn't.
And no, he didn't. It was too forceful. Wasn't subtle enough. And he gives away the free kick. Mulroney, they were out too, Kirsch, weren't they, on the outer side?
But he made sure the umpire saw it. Don't worry about that.
Monaghan, short little kick, resultant free kick, goes to Inglis. He's had a good first half, plays on now, kick low, narrowed the focus to Darcy Lang. He goes short with the right, and it's okay. Walters takes the mark. Tough spot though, left between left half forward and left forward pocket.
Well, they're missing them from dead in front today, Joe, so this will be...
Smell of 9-16 again going on for Cole.
Absolutely it does. It's funny how we highlighted it before the game. They've got to take their chances, and they haven't again. This game should be dead and buried.
Runs out on the angle and kicks it across the face of goal, and the mark and or free kick taken for the Swans, and it's going to come back. And I think it's going to be Wiedemann with the free kick for the Swans in the last line of defence. He goes with a left foot kick along the line, and it's all, unfortunately for him, it's all Colac, because taking the mark is Jack Malikan at right half forward. He tries to pinpoint the pass, and he's done so. And he finds Bailey Scott in between half forward and the forward pocket, pavilion side of the ground, and he'll have a set shot for goal.
An injury update down here from the South Barwon interchange. We've got Jack Driver off. He got a little bit of a knock to the nose in that marking contest on the wing, and so a bit of claret coming out of that.
Thanks, Birchie. Injury update. Thanks to St John Gold. We put you first. He's a good-looking bloke too, Jack. You'd be disappointed with that.
But
So Bailey Scott comes in, right foot kick. He kicks it across the face of goal as well and through for one behind. So they've got a bit of the yips in front of goal at the moment. The Tigers, they go to 4-9-33. They lead South Barwon 2-2-14. Morris Business Class Finance, K-Rock, second quarter scoreboard.
Sexton brings it in with a raking right boot. Good mark stretching was Urquhart. Great story, Will Sexton. Just his 4th game since 2021, I think, Jace. Punched the goalpost. Ruled him out for the last 2 years.
Silly boy.
O'Neill with the stretch. Good mark on centre wing. Dumps a high footy to half forward. Broughton's got Walters to Wheat. Nudged him under the footy, but Walters was strong enough. Gets a handball clear right in front of us. Wasn't a great handball. Noble chopped it off. Madigan happy to see it over and out of play right in front of the best seats in the house, thanks to Apco Cafe 24/7. Go local for fuel, food and great coffee.
So throw in Callett back in the ruck against Zyd Bell, who is basically ruck unchanged for Colac. And he's going to be up against Ben Callett. He gets held on to. Callie O'Neill through the middle. His kick, he got it away under pressure. Malikan tries to tap it back to the 50. McQuaid gives it away to McCormack. Breaks free. Then goes back into trouble. Then just has to homeball it up. And it was okay at the end because Buchanan got a clearing kick. It might be all right. Scott got pushed to the umpire. Oh, what's he doing?
Yeah, he did.
He took his time with it too. He was very theatrical, the push back.
Was it theatrical?
It was.
Wow.
He was looking for the cameras, I think. And Bailey Scott goes with a kick, misses the target. Monaghan it was. So coming back the other way, Shepherd for South Barwon. Oh, he turned it over. He must have thought Aaron Walters was playing for him. He kicks it out wide. Zyd Bell wants McQuay coming next to him. So he draws the player and gives it to him. McQuay gets around one, goes with a left foot kick. They're all doing things now with other sides of the boot. Now the ball at centre half forward for Colac. Over the top, Monaghan got it away. Over the top, the handball. Oh, they're mucking around with it. English tried to tap it on. Pack develops. Ball still in their dispute. And the umpire, please come in and ball it up. He's got to. And it will be a ball up about 40 out from the Colac goal there. 4-9-33. They lead South Barwon 2-2-14. Morris Business Class Finance. K-Rock, second quarter scoreboard.
Callett wins it down. I was just going to say, Kirsch, they're making hard work of it, the Tigers. Ball into the middle of the ground, fisted away by McCormack, who's been terrific in this second term. Fort was up with him. There's a free kick going the way of Bartlett for the Swans, who's slow to get up. He's up now and will be able to take his kick. Goes quickly. Mulroney tries to dance with a couple. Forced to go back to Bartlett. Sidesteps one. Kicks inside 50. Looking for Boris McQuay with the one-hander. A Hamlin hanger. Terrific from Jai McQuay. Held off Boris with one arm and took the Sharon with the other. Was terrific. His kick wasn't as good to Giblett, who's forced to kick quickly from half back. Scott comes over the back, playing on a corner to the umpire. No Hamlin hanger. Probably should have been paid. Driving nearly gave away a free kick as well against Buchanan, but nothing doing. The ball will be tossed up just forward of centre wing for the Swans.
No theatrics from the umpire there.
Ball up just forward to centre wing for South Barwon. Zyd Bell goes up early. Madigan. There's a hold. I don't know what's going on here. Bailey Scott got held on. I thought they both held on to each other, didn't they?
It's absolute 50-50.
And then Doyle Madigan has creeped up 5 metres on the mark. So he's gone back to Bailey Scott to half back. He goes short to Jaron McCormack, who wanted to kick it wide to Malikan. He's going to go there in the end anyway. He thought about it first time, and then he was going to handball it. Fraser Fort, though, chopped that off pretty quick. He goes further afield, out to centre wing. And Cody Spokes takes the mark, plays on, kicks around the corner. Oh, no, missed the target. Comes back, Carmody for South Barwon, goes wide. It's okay. Taking the mark is Wiedemann. He wants to come back in board. He's got Hughes there. Has it hit it? No. Inglis got a hand to it for Colac. Falls towards Scott. Bailey gets it away. Now the Tigers back towards half forward. Boris gets back there with McQuay. The two-speed demons on centre wing. Boris pushed past it. Keeps his feet, though. Simpkin used his years of experience, then kicked it out of bounds on the full into the car park. And it will be a free kick. South Barwon at left half back for the Swans. No goals in this second term. 2-2-14 South Barwon. Colac 4-9-33.
Sexton at half back. Into the middle of the ground. A dangerous kick. They're biting off a lot, the Swans, and turning it over. It's turning a pretty ordinary game of footy, if we're honest. Fort was terrific, though. Shows his class. Goes towards Broughton, who's got the sit. Walters did terrifically in a one-on-one deep inside 50. Big contest. And it'll be tossed up eventually directly in front of goal. Thought Mawson might have caught one high, but nothing doing from the umpire.
I think Johnny wanted to stop playing for free.
Yeah, that's what he's doing at the moment.
Yeah, the hold.
So tossed up, Callett back on the ground and wins it down in front of Zybel, only as far as Scott. Another possession for him. Carmody wrapped up by a strong Zybel tackle. McCormack the same on Noble. And we'll have another ball up, just repeating that score. 4-9-33 Colac, South Barwon 2-2-14, just the two behinds in this second term on the Morris Business Class Finance scoreboard.
25 played in this second term. We need a bit of magic from somebody. Noble kicks it around the corner. It's touched off the boot and through for one behind for Lockie Noble. So we go to 2-3-15 now. South Barwon, Colac 4-9-33. 25 and a half played. Barwon Foods second quarter time clock. Barwon Foods sell the freshest fish direct to you, Donga Road, North Geelong. Play on from fullback for the Tigers. They go long with the kick towards Adam Garner. Goes up early, can't take it. McQuay's front and centre was pretty good. Punch back, Garner tries to tap it on. O'Neill for South Barwon. His was smothered. Boris now 55 out. Goes with the right foot, kick towards Ford over the back. He takes the mark.
Big.
And judged it better, Fraser, and took the mark. He's been back, he's been wing, he's been forward, he's been everywhere. And he's going to have a set shot for goal from 20 metres out directly in front.
A smart by Ethan Boris then just to identify not a mismatch. He's still a tall defender, but he had the height on his opponent and got it into him one-on-one to the advantage.
So Josh Garner stands the mark. Fraser Ford over the back, took the mark and will come in. Right foot kick and a little bit of work for the goal umpire with that breeze, but put it through. And the first goal of the second term goes to the reigning Matheson medalist. And they go to 3-3-21 now, South Barwon. Colac 4-9-33 Morris Business Class Finance K-Rock second quarter scoreboard. It's asset lending the way it should be. Call 1300-4-MORRIS to upgrade to Business Class Finance.
Well, it shouldn't be a surprise that was the only goal for the quarter, Buzz, considering that they can't even hit a target, either team at the moment. No one can maintain any sort of possession. The ball's being played between the arcs for most of the quarter, and we finally got one late, to be quite fair. It's been a skill-riddled game of errors.
Yep, that's a jumble of a sentence too, Kirsch.
Filled with errors.
No, we know what you mean.
Correct.
Took nearly 27 minutes to register a goal
Just.
in the second term and just beat the half-time siren too.
Goodness.
So that brings an end to the opening half, which Colac lead 4-9-33 to the Swans, who kick one late 3-3-21 on the Morris Business Class Finance second quarter scoreboard.
Yeah, so the Tigers were able to control it for most of that second term against the breeze, and they lead by 12 points at half-time. get goal of the day. It's going to be pretty hard at the moment. There hasn't been too many crash-out goals. There have been a few marks, but there hasn't been too many goals.
There's been a couple of points of the day. There's some good snap
Where do you
points
think we should
before.
go there?
I think that's where we're heading at the moment, that's for sure. It's been a couple of good marks, but I reckon someone should win an award if they get the ball to spin right as well at some stage, Buzz. That'd be great.
Yes.
So, Colac have been out for a while. Are they blaming the breeze for that, or is it just skill
that's
level?
just skill level. I think it's a bit of pressure, a bit of skill, bit of
The
breeze.
Steamatic spinner.
The Steamatic Spinner Award for those who can do 2 in a row. I'll be interested to see how South Barwon structure up here. So looks like Fort is meandering.
Yeah, well,
No, he's going to stay forward. There you go. That's what we wanted to see. So we don't want to see him on a wing. We want to see him forward, give him a chance to take a clunk inside forward 50 and get themselves back into this game of footy.
All right, so Darcy Lang in the middle for Colac as well with Bailey Scott. So we'll probably see Cody Spokes go to half back as he started in the first half for Colac. And Zach Zybell, Ben Callett going to start for their respective teams. Just while they're going, we need a Derby Day score too, please, Kirsch. You need to get that off Cora. Thank you. That would be good to see the Grammar College game today. So start of the third term, Colac 4-9-33. South Barwon 3-3-21. Barwon Timber. K-Rock third quarter scoreboard. And to get us started in the second half, here's Buzz.
So Zybell and Callett to resume in the middle. Ball goes up, Zybell reaches over the top, won it down convincingly. Middleton was first there, now Hughes for the Swans. Handball's over the top, only as far as McCormack. He couldn't gather cleanly. Here's the debutant Wiedemann, who was dragged off the footy. Earned himself a free kick for a hold. He's on the outer side, centre wing. Lockie Wiedemann goes wider still to Callett. The big ruckman, right out on that far wing. Scoreboard side, drives on inside 50. Geez, was the mark paid? No, nothing doing according to the umpire. McCormack was there at ground level, coughs it up. Can they get a clean shot at goal? Wonderful tackle. Only a goal-saving tackle, you'd say. And it'll be tossed up directly in front of goal for South Barwon. About 45 from goal.
So the ball, Zybell gets it down. Robe, the ball spills free. Scott straight down the middle over the head of driver. Goff standing there in the middle for South Barwon. Gives the handball away. The kick didn't look crash shot off Kelly's boot. Goes to Fort, tries to break 4 tackles. Gives it to Middleton by hand. He gives it away to Callett off a step. Big fella towards the top of the square. No mark taken for South Barwon. Deep into attack. Overtime being worked by the Colac defence. And big pack develops in the right forward pocket. And we will have a ball up.
More positive start from South Barwon. You know, they've got the ball camped inside their forward 50 with a bit of forward pressure.
Mawson gets it down only as far as Murray, who gets the clearing kick back towards half back. Over the head of a couple. Tapped on intelligently by Garner, who's going to get back there first. Tapped on by Walters. Goff, though, gets back there, shows a turn of speed. Gets it back towards centre wing. No mark taken. And Callett puts a big bear hug tackle on centre wing. The umpire will come in and ball it up. He stopped Luke Inglis in his tracks, and he will give the ball back to the umpire for a ball up centre wing. 4-9-33 Colac, South Barwon 3-3-21 Barwon Timber. K-Rock third quarter scoreboard.
Did well, the big man. Callett had 2 to beat and brought it to ground. Walters caught in the tackle and pinged for a throw as well. It was the veteran Tiger, Madigan, the recipient for South Barwon. Just backward of his own wing, goes into the middle of the ground. Dangerous kick, showed a lot of it to McQuay, who got the fist in. Coughed up in the middle of the ground. Darcy Lang was there. Clean hand from Noble coming through, spinning through his Urquhart. Just a grubber all the way along the ground. Ball in dispute. Strong tackle again. The Colac defence holding up under some early South Barwon pressure. We'll have a ball up directly in front, 20 around from goal.
This would be the start Neildy would want it and would have implored his players to come out.
Fort out of the ruck, spinning shot. Doesn't come back round enough through for a minor score. The first of the third term, 3-4-22 South Barwon. Colac 4-9-33 on the Barwon Timber third quarter scoreboard.
Spokes kicks it in short, finds Monahan for Colac. Tiger veteran gets straight down the middle. Good kick to Murray. Chase Murray takes it centre half back, handballs it away. Chain of handball, Spokes followed up. McQuay through the middle, does well. Now left foot kick inside 50, terrible off the boot, and getting back there, Boris, good mark at half back. Chicks the ball over the top. It's okay. Finds Urquhart, wants to play on quickly, draw a play and give it away by hand to Starkey. Along the boundary line towards half forward with the kick. Oh, good mark, Malikan just stood there. Much bigger than Noble, said get out of my way. And Jack Malikan took it. At half back, he chips the ball backwards. Josh Garner takes it. Fort comes up on him. So this is the dangerous kick now. Where are they going? He's going across the face of goal, back into the 10-metre square. They go out wide, so they've gone out the side. In trouble now. Callett bears down on Zybell. He kept his feet. Callett, can he get the handball away? He can. Towards Madigan. Has to get back on his left. He does. 50 out. Spears the ball. Gee whiz, that was 3.5 metres. The umpire said play on. Fraser Fort tried to claim the mark. There was no way the umpire was paying that. And we're going to have a ball up 50 out from the South Barwon goal.
Looks like they've come a bit more intent, Kirsch, in the second half, the Swans.
And Doyle Madigan started really well as well in that head-to-head battle.
Fort, the reigning co-Matheson medalist, doing the ruck duties inside his own 50 against Zybell. Managed to win it down one-handed. Ball back inside 50. Hayes danced through a couple, did well and caught, brought to ground. No whistle from the umpire. Still in dispute. Kelly, Noble snapping ball to the square. Punched away and they escape just. Murray for Colac. Nice ball. Finds Bailey Scott under the Barwon Timber scoreboard. And we get out of trouble. They're under some heat here early, Colac.
Good. The boundary umpire stuck to his guns then. The South Barwon players tried to tell him it was out of bounds on the full. The young kid stuck to his guns.
So Scott goes with a kick back in. Ball dangerous. Zydbell pushed under the footy. Should get a free kick. Will at the back end of the centre square. Plays on. We thought about the handball. Now called to play, and he does give the handball. Scott, Joe's a turner speed, takes it bounce, draws a player, handball back to Scott. 55 out, open goal square. Terrible kick. Boris gets back there to make sure, and standing there, Joffy Simpkin going, kick it to me, kick it to me. He didn't, and through 4-1 behind, 4-10-34 now. Colac, South Barwon 3-4-22. Barwon Timber, K-Rock, third quarter scoreboard.
Sexton goes short to Boris. Getting better as the game goes on. Huggins up against the boundary at half back. Goes short to Driver. He's 20 metres out from his own defensive line. Over the top to Madigan. Busy early, as Kirsch mentioned, in this third term. He goes wider still on the outer side to Sexton, who dinks the little one over the top. It was a dangerous footy, falls into the arms of Garner. Handballs over the top. Lang, left foot snap, and a goal. So Colac go forward and hit the scoreboard immediately through their superstar Darcy Lang. His first of the afternoon. Colac now 5-10-40, leading South Barwon 3-4-22. That's on the Barwon Timber third quarter scoreboard.
Yeah, a bit of pressure, caused the turnover, back inside forward 50, and Darcy Lang doesn't need too many invitations to have a little snap around the corner on his left. He doesn't miss. That's goal of the day, Jace, that one.
Well, it is at the moment.
Yep, certainly is.
Very good. We'll mark that down for Kingy. You'll love that.
Yep.
Darcy Lang with his first of the afternoon. And back out to an 18-point lead. I think the final score at the Derby, College 75, Grammar 64.
Oh,
so
okay.
College won by 11 points.
There you go.
So back to the middle here at McDonald Reserve. Callett gets it down beautifully. Mulroney gets the kick away as he's slung, goes towards half forward, the side of the pack. The kick by Josh Garner might be okay to McCormack, who takes the mark. Plays on now, runs around, half back. Wants somebody to come to him. He goes back inboard. That was a great kick. Just out of the corner of his eye, he saw Ryan Monahan, who then kicks it back inboard to Zydbell, who dropped the mark. He's got some time, though, and space. Now Cooper Hayes, he doesn't kick it anywhere near a Colac player. Two of them have to go over. Malikan gave a great shepherd, and he had some support. Walters picked it up and goes towards half forward. Lang got three South Barwon players on him. One of them was Lockie Noble at the back, and he took the mark at half back.
He goes quickly to Huggins. Oh, my goodness me. Just a little worm burner that nearly went out in the full. Went looking for Urquhart. Not his best. Blair Huggins. The ball will be tossed in. Near side centre wing. We played nearly 8 minutes on the Barwon Foods time clock. Third term. Colac with the Early hot start in this third quarter. Zybell wraps up Noble in a strong tackle. We'll have another ball up. Still on centre wing in front of a healthy crowd here at McDonald Reserve. Zybell and Callett resume their intriguing battle in the ruck. The big man from Colac goes to work at ground level, and yet another stoppage. We will have the ball still camped on this centre wing. Jason Doherty will try and get us out of some trouble.
Come on, there's some pay a free kick somewhere on the line. Callett up against Zybell. Callett gets it down. Comes to Mulroney. His kick was smothered by Cooper Hayes. Falls to the back. Murray's handball to Lang, put him under pressure. And now Hayes puts the tackle on. Mulroney. And right next to the boundary line, we will have another boundary throw-in. Ball up. Just right on centre wing. Callett gets it down. Hawker gets the clearing kick towards half forward. Coming out. Doesn't sit for Walters. Coming through Joffe. Simpkin, right foot kick around the corners. Just sets it up for Garner. Goff against him. Over the back. Huggins does well. Picks it up on the half volley. Handball to Hughes. Sweeping across 50. Open towards the outer side centre wing position. Who's going to get there first? And which way is it going to bounce? Buchanan. He backed himself. And he can't keep it in, but he keeps it in front of himself. And I think that's a good result for Colac. They were going to have a boundary throw-in at half forward on the outer side.
Tigers leading this one, 5-10-40 to 3-4-22. What are you seeing, Kirsch, early stages, third term?
Really happy with South Barwon's intent. They've just sort of got to get a bit of reward inside forward 50, don't they?
That's our expert, Matt Kershaw. Thanks to the Sporting Global at half forward for the Swans. Broughton working hard, but just beaten by numbers. Garner's hands were clean. That was Josh for Colac. Ball in the middle of the ground. Look at the space here for Bailey Scott. Not a man you want to give any to. He's in the middle of the ground. Chips on over the top to Adam Garner. Also an acres of space. He chips over the top. Lovely ball. Pulls it back and finds Dustin Walters just inside 50. Sexton back with the fly. Jumped in front of the hole against Zybel. Did a good job. Got a hand to it. Lang can't keep it in, and the ball out of play 5 metres around.
Not sure why he didn't go back and have a shot then. He was only 45 out. Got the slight breeze probably over his left shoulder.
Yep, certainly would have had a good look at the goal. Dustin Walters tossed in over the back of the stoppage. Huggins with a very strong tackle, and we'll be doing it all again now directly in front of the Colac goal. 10.5 minutes played in this third term, thanks to Barwon Foods.
So ball up. It's going to be Zybell, gets it down. Beautifully rode Simpkin, runs through the pack, but Goff stands as the goalkeeper. Takes the mark in the last line of defence for the Swans. Goes short and finds Sexton in the back pocket for the Swans. He goes with a kick towards, well, there's two Colac players. One of them was Dustin Walters, and he was able to double fist it over the boundary line. Hayes was there with Lockie Noble as well, so we're going to have a boundary throw-in. Jason Boris only had to do some work. Pixel Sports Murray had to do some boundary throwing, I think. Nearly second possession for the afternoon for Jace. Taking some great snaps in front of the K-Rock box here this afternoon. We're going to have a boundary throw-in left half forward for the Tigers. Thrown in for Garner. In front, gets it down. Rove though by Hughes, who comes. His kick was smothered. Goes towards Scott. Wants to get around Starkey's handball. Missed the target. Hawker. His handball over the top. Inglis can't take that. It's out of bounds, and we'll have another boundary throw-in. Right on 50, Colac into attack there, 5-10-40. They lead South Barwon 3-4-22. Barwon Timber, K-Rock, third quarter scoreboard. Your specialist in the supply and installation of timber and engineered flooring in the Geelong region. That is Barwon Timber.
Tossed in right on the junction between the paint and the 50-metre line. Garner was wrestled out of it by Callett. No free kick, though. McQuaid came in for Colac, but he's unable to fish it out. We'll have a ball up just outside 50 for the Colac Tigers. Big Garner and Callett to do the ruck work again. Callett just puts his fist through it, gains another 5 metres or so. Sexton coughed it up to Inglis, who gets a funny-looking handball out to Scott, who's been terrific. Squaring ball to Lang is good. Marks under pressure, plays on Darcy Lang from 45, brings it back around and kicks his second for the term. They're 6-10-46, the visitors. And they just edge out a bit further on the Barwon Timber third quarter scoreboard. They lead South Barwon 3-4-22, 12.5 gone.
Well, you get the ball in the right people's hands, Buzz. It spins right. They're able to maintain possession. They can kick goals, but that was fantastic play. Scott, just his composure when he's got ball in hand to have a look, go inside forward 50, just use his vision, lower his eyes, hit Lang up, and then obviously Lang, well, he's the class, isn't he? Does the rest and finishes it off. He's been the difference in this quarter, Bailey Scott and Darcy Lang.
So back to the middle. 24 points of difference now in favour of the Tigers. Garner having a run in the ruck. Goes down towards Monaghan, Fort.
He started back over.
He has.
Yep.
So now Garner takes out of the ruck contest. Long kick high, inside 50. Getting back there, Driver. Did well against Walters. Just pushed Walters past the footy. Took the mark, chipped the ball to Madigan. There's something telepathic going on between those two. He goes short to him all the time. Middleton, had it, lost it, dropped it, in trouble. Got the handball away to Starkey. Runs through half back, kicks out wide. Falls over the back, might be okay. Boris get the handball to Kellett. He's under pressure, but gets around. Left foot kick towards half forward. And at the back, Lockie Noble did well. Kicks the ball inside 50, and that's a great kick. And just on the lead was enough for Broughton to get out in front and take the mark. And he will shoot for goal from about 45 metres out. Just worse than a 45-degree angle, and I think they might need this one, Kirsch.
I would say so, but that was much better by Jonty then because he had plenty of space to lead into. Didn't want to get into a wrestle. Beat him on the lead. It was a good play.
So Broughton kicked one behind this afternoon so far. He'll shoot pavilion side of the ground at the southern end. He comes in now. He's been in pretty good. Oh, he's going to moz him. Pretty good goal kicking form for the season. I've probably mozzed him now, and no, there he goes. He's a good kick for goal, Johnny Broughton, and he's put his first on the board. And the fourth for South Barwon, they go to 4-4-28. So they bridge the gap again, and they trail Colac. 6-10-46 Barwon Timber, K-Rock. Third quarter scoreboard, and in the experts chair, thanks to the Sporting Globe, eat, drink, sport, Ryrie Street, Geelong. Here's Kirsch.
Well, no surprise that when you don't turn the ball over and you maintain possession by foot, that you get it inside your forward 50 and it gives yourselves a chance. And that's exactly what they did. They attacked the top side. They won a crucial one-on-one and they got the ball in quick, nice, sharp to a lead.
So back in the middle of McDonald Reserve. Geez, Colac got the early ride, but Garner won it down only as far as Kelly goes to half forward. No mark, ball at ground level. Fort, it's a long way down for him, but wins it. Handball was a bit nondescript, and I think the free kick's against Mawson for taking the legs. And 50 for a bit of dissent, I think, from Ben Kellett, may have been.
Was it Ben Kellett or Dor Madigan?
There's one of the two, someone running through. Anyway, they go quickly. Colac, Lang somehow in acres of space. He's at half forward. His handball's partially intercepted. McQuay caught in a strong Shepherd tackle. Off the ball up on the paint at left half forward for Colac. Got away with one there, you would think. South Barwon. Darcy Lang's a dangerous man to leave all by himself. Kellett wins it down. Ball's 40 around from goal. Simpkins lurking. Huggins kicks the wrong way. Dangerous. It'll fall to Walters. Hands off. Zidbell left foot snap has drifted across the face. Good for a minor score and he's non-preferred. First score of the day for the Colac big man. 6-11-47 they now lead. South Barwon 4-4-28 on the Barwon Timber third quarter scoreboard.
Kelly kicks into Madigan, takes the mark, defensive 50, goes to Driver. I'm telling you, they're telepathic, those two. Gives it to Goff, who runs through half back towards half forward with the kick out wide. Might sit for Mawson, getting there. Hayes shows a turn of speed, keeps his feet. Can he pick it up? Yes, he can. Runs through half back. Now the kick has to be good towards centre wing. It isn't. Driver tapped away. Hawker did well, though. Got it back to Dustin Walters. He's kicked a half forward. Inglis over the back. Starkey. Ball in dispute now. Who's getting back there first? Middleton does well. Handball to Goff. Runs through half back. Goes to centre half forward with the kick off the back of the pack. Spokes did well. Game 150. McQuay goes up at half forward for Colac. He can move it quickly. He's got Joffy Simpkin. He won't get that far though. Darcy Lang. 30 out and goal and kicks it. And Darcy Lang is showing why he is one of the competition's best. He kicked his third of the quarter and just took it off Joffy pretty much and said, get out of the way, I'm kicking it. 7-11-53, the Tigers. The Swans 4-4-28, Barwon Timber, K-Rock, third quarter scoreboard.
I was watching Blair Huggins then, and Huggins just wasn't really defending him, wasn't running with him, let him get goal side. Just had no awareness of, A, who was around him, and B, you've got Darcy Lang next to you. You've got to defend him. Like, you cannot give him, as we can see, you can't give him 10 centimetres. And Huggins just defended poorly then. That's all that comes down to.
So Colac just edging away here from the home side. 7-11 plays 4-4 halfway through this third term. Scott lays a strong tackle. Their midfield has been brilliant today. Colac led by the returning Bailey Scott, who's just been fantastic. His class has shone, as Kirsch has mentioned. One down by Kellett. High up and under ball. O'Neill might be first there for South Barwon. The bounce just evades him, though. Back into the middle of the ground for Colac. Adam Garner's been good. His handball was chopped off. Kellett tries to spin through the tackle. Got his handball cleared just. No, pinged
McCormack, good
by the umpire, Jeremy McCormack. The tackler, as Kirsch mentions. He's just forward of centre wing out of side for Colac. So they look to go forward again. Short ball. They'll drive it inside 50. No! Like a thief in the night, Ford came. Running down a valuable tackle because Colac were out again, and Fraser fought with the rescuing tackle. Will take the free kick at half back.
He's just a grumpy man. He is. He just stood next to Chase Murray. He's like, give me the footy. Yep. He goes up the ground towards centre wing. That's good too. So he's trying to impart himself. Driver takes the mark. Jack's looking for a handball. Oh, Madigan was running past too. He goes with a right foot kick to half forward. Big pack there. Punch to the side. Hayes, handball. Sets a task for his teammate. Johnny Broughton was right next to Jared Walters. Oh, and holding the ball. Wow-wee. Didn't really have that much time, but Broughton's got the free kick. 60 from goal. Pops it up. All Colac though. They get back there. Zy Barwon came back to help out his defensive unit, and he takes the mark. Chips it into the back pocket. Cody Spokes takes the mark. So just settling the play down now. The Tigers go short. So they're just working their way around. Giblett goes to centre wing with the kick. Good mark, Bailey Scott. Got Monaghan running on his outside. He gives him the handball. Had to sit and wait for it a little bit. Gave it back to Scott. He loops it over. He's in trouble too. Driver slings him to the ground. The umpire says held to him, and we'll have a ball up on centre wing on the outer side. It's the Tigers at the moment. 7-11-53. They lead South Barwon 4-4. 28 Barwon Timber K-Rock. Third quarter scoreboard.
Tossed up on the edge of the centre square. Zybel took it out of the ruck. And Boris with a good tackle. Ball falls out of the stoppage. Madigan caught. And there's a whistle. I think it's I think it might have been off the ball. I'm not quite sure there's a whistle. I think it is going South Barwon's way anyway. Madigan won't take Boris, in fact, to the man. Might have been for a hold out of that stoppage. He's backward of centre wing. Ethan Boris just drives it long. Goes to half forward. Up early and marking is O'Neill. It was a good grab by the milestone man into the middle of the ground. Centre half forward. Carmody had to go and fetch the footy. Was brought down by a couple in a strong tackle. They're at the forward front end of the centre square for South Barwon. They trail 4-4, 28 to 7-11, 53. The Colac Tigers on the Barwon Timber third quarter scoreboard.
So ball up. Middleton goes up. Zybel gets it down early. Rove, though. Middleton comes and does some ruck roving. He had it to go towards Madigan, but now they've turned it over. Now Scott can use that turn of speed, takes a bounce, runs away, goes through half forward in towards Lang. Wowee. Darcy Lang, 45 out directly in front with the breeze. He has kicked 3 in this term. This is for 4. And
Bailey Scott's pretty good.
Boys, I did have some asterisks on my page for the Leopold Sporties, and Lang was one of them, and now he's come out and done this, so maybe a double asterisk at the moment.
Well, I reckon he and Bailey Scott have opened this up, and the goal umpire has basically made sure his nose hasn't bled, because he's put his head right back, right over the top to see that ball go straight over, and Darcy Lang has kicked 4 goals in the quarter. And they have got a little bit of control, Colac. 8-11-59, they lead South Barwon 4-4, 28 Barwon Timber. K-Rock, third quarter scoreboard.
Right foot, Jace.
Right foot, yeah.
Right foot. So just either. Just it must be just when he chooses at the time.
That's what he's feeling at that time.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
That's,
his right foot goes okay.
Incredible. That's his 7th mark inside forward 50.
Really?
Yeah.
Kerr's High Stats, 100% locally owned and operated in Geelong.
Very impressive, Darcy Lang. 4 third quarter goals, and Monaghan with another clearance for Colac. to nearly the 50. Walters at the front did really well against Driver. Won the ball at ground level after spilling the mark. Hughes tries to dance away for South Barwon. Now Colac takes a bounce to the ruckman. Don't see the big man take a bounce too much and then didn't know what to do. Kirsch just goes, what do I do? Ends up with Ford, whose bumpers he kicked. It was great vision though. Finds Kelly O'Neill on the paint of 50. He goes short. His kick was smothered by McCormack. O'Neill butters up. He was caught. No free kick. And now they dance out of 50 with Hawker to centre half forward. Starkey with the fist away from English. Coming through was Kelly. Now Fort in the middle of the ground. Likes that snap. He finds Hughes in some space, who's caught. Tried to break one tackle.
How's that not holding the ball?
Umpire folds the arms.
No prior, he reckons.
He took him on. He tried to dance around him.
I love it when Kirsch starts.
Oh, I just don't get it, that rule.
Ball up. Zybell with a 30-metre thump towards half forward with Walters. Aaron gives it, Scott, great little candy. Over the top to Hawker, runs to 55, handball over the top, sets a task for Monahan. Lang, watch out, goes right, goes left, little left foot kick around the corner was terrible, dragging Boris. He gets it short. Mulroney with a little dive. I think it went 2 metres, but he took the mark. And at defensive 50, goes out wide. Boris takes the mark, plays on now. Wants to keep going. Goes to centre wing with the kick. 2-on-1. McCormack couldn't take it. Now Carmody over the top of it. He's hatched it. The umpire says he is not going anywhere. Jack Malikan over the top of him. And we'll have a ball up on centre wing. 8:11:59. Colac, South Barwon. 4-4. 28 Barwon Timber. K-Rock, third quarter scoreboard.
Just over 24 minutes gone on the Barwon Foods time clock. Ball's at half forward. There's a whistle.
Yeah, over the shoulder.
Be coming back.
Giblet.
Yep.
The Giblet.
Sam Giblet.
The Giblet.
He's at half back, just chips over the top. They're in no rush. The Tigers in full momentum of this one now. Over the top to McCormack, who's been terrific. Now playing a bit more on the ball after starting in defence in that second term. Jaron McCormack, he's got the ball on the outer side. Centre wing just goes high and long. Falls out the back to Garner, who had to sit, drop the mark in the end. Ball comes away. Starkey danced through a couple. Got a scrubber forward. Mulroney got through one. Handballs over the top. Sexton. Big right boot. Goes inside 50. No one home for the Swans first. There's Malikan, the returning captain. Shows good composure. Look out. O'Neill comes in and swooped on Garner. Takes the mark. Plays on quickly. Squaring ball. Cody Spokes, one-hander. Hamlin Hanger contender was good and goes over the top and finds Bailey Scott.
Centre half back, handballs it over the top to Jared McCormack. Runs away from Fort, goes with a right foot kick high and long towards Walters. Good mark on 50.
Where is he?
It's Dustin. Where's Lang? He's in the pocket. Go to him. No, he goes short to Inglis, who takes the mark. Now he goes to... No, Lang too early.
Oh, too early.
Yeah, now he goes back into the top of the square. Garner got 3 on him over the back of him. Lang to make up some space. Sexton and Goff get there first. Garner keeps his feet. He can handball it back towards Darcy. He gets in. He has to put the tackle on. The handball comes back towards Mulroney. Hawker next to him. He just gets the kick away. Might be okay to Callett. Had it, lost it, got it back. Got it to Wiedemann. Handball out on the outboard. South Barwon moving it. Now they go. Mawson kicks over the top at centre wing. And they've turned it over. And Cooper Hayes takes the mark. Uncontested at centre wing. There's a South Barwon player down too. Birchie, keep an eye on that. On the opposite side, half back flank. Colac got the ball. Now Scott takes it. Driver comes up on him. He's 55 out. He's got a number of players. Dustin Walters is one of them. He goes in that direction. It's a terrible kick. Now Sexton got a hand to it. South Barwon to go the other way. They get it towards Ford. He just wants to get it out of there. He hacks it towards the middle, and it's okay. Bartlett takes the mark.
No one ahead of the ball for him, though, so Bartlett just forced to hold it up and go wide to this broadcast side. Noble drops on. He should have taken under a little bit of pressure. Finds Kelly by hand. Back to Noble. Chipping ball is pretty good to Urquhart, who marks just inside the line. Zach Urquhart on the pavilion side. Goes inboard to Driver, just forward of centre wing. He goes quickly to Madigan. I think you're onto something, Jace. They find each other a lot, those two.
They're like Tracker Brothers.
Madigan squaring ball to Mulroney. His kick a bit nondescript, wide, looking for Broughton. He still might be first to it. In fact, Johnny Broughton lays the tackle. Mawson comes to try and help, but I think the ball will be thrown up just under the Barwon Timber third quarter scoreboard, which reads 8:11:59. The Tigers, South Barwon 4-4-28.
It was Max Mawson who was down in back play too for South Barney. He has recovered, but he's a bit ginger. He's got to his feet. He's back up forward now. So ball at left half forward for South Barwon, offside bell, and Callett's hands and out of bounds for a throw-in.
He was met solidly, Jace, after he disposed of the ball previously.
So a throw-in, side bell, and Callett. Right contest, side bell in front, got it down to McQuay. He doesn't take it. Madigan does, gets it up to Fort. Left foot kick around the corner inside 50. Walters, Jared tapped it on, needs some support. Middleton's handball, miss Madigan. He has to go back and do some work. He does. He drops the footy. The umpire says play on. Middleton had it, lost it in the tackle. The ball's still in dispute. Colac with the numbers. Walters, Jared Walters in there fighting hard for it. The umpire will come in and ball it up. Close to siren time for three-quarter time here. Barwon Foods time clock, 28 played, third term. Callett gets it down, Middleton. Hawker through the middle for Colac. Ball comes to Bailey Scott. Breaks away again. Right foot kick towards centre wing. Big pack there. Goff over the back. Good mark against Garner. Just positioned himself beautifully. And that is siren time for three-quarter time. And it is Colac, 8-11-59. They kicked 4 goals in that third term, all to Darcy Lang. And they lead South Barwon 4-4-28. So it is a 31-point lead at the final change for the visitors. And so Colac, a nice little handy break after that Darcy Lang masterclass at three-quarter time. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the final term here at McDonald Reserve. Can the Tigers hang on? Can the Swans come back with the breeze in the final quarter? We'll find out shortly. We're here, as always, for Apco Cafe 24/7. Go local for fuel, food, and great coffee. Live, breathe, K-Rock football.
set up well behind the ball. They got their ball back inside forward 50 really quick, and Darcy done the rest. But Bailey Scott's quarter was something special. He had 8 kicks, 6 handballs, 4 marks, 4 inside forward 50s and 3 clearances. So he had a really big quarter. Bailey Scott, he's been pretty dominant for the whole game, but that quarter was something else. And really, his run and carry through the centre square, off the back of the square, was really impressive. That's why he's been such a good player in the GFL, and that's why he's at a VFL club playing his trade there. So he was really good. But yep, come down to Darcy Lang finishing goals, and now I think they got themselves back nearly. I said they got to be nearly 9 goals 9 at 3/4 time, and I think they're 8 goals 10. So that's not too bad to get themselves nearly on the even ledger.
I think Birchie is trying to get Neildy at 3/4 time, and we'll go down to it now. Here's Birchie with Mark Neald.
Yeah, Neildy gave him a little bit of an old-fashioned rev up there, and I like to see it. Neildy, the message is you're not out of it. It's fast and furious.
Yeah, it is. I don't reckon for Colac, for all the stuff that they're saying, I don't reckon they're far enough in front, Birchie, to be honest. I think we're in for a good show. I reckon the next 30 minutes we'll put on a show for the people that have come out and had a look, I reckon.
And as you said, I mean, skill error is one thing. There has been a lot today, but like you said, it's what you do next to make up for that and, win the next contest. So, if you can fix up that area and get that intensity up again, then it's game on.
Yeah, it is. I don't think we won't fix the skill errors. We can't coach that. I think the important thing is the players that have made the skill errors, we want them to play that way in terms of the direction they're moving the footy and their positioning on the ground. So we want to continue that. Courage comes in a whole range of different forms in sport. The courage for the players that made those skill errors is to actually keep playing the way we want to play. So that's the message. We'll see how we go.
Good luck. We're looking forward to it.
Thanks to Jane
There we go. I think you guys put the boots on.
and to Mark Neald down there.
He's fired up.
He is a fired up Mark Neald.
Well, he's got nothing to lose. They're 30 points down, so they've got to do something.
Well,
They've just got to go, don't they?
They're not far enough ahead in his eyes.
Absolutely.
So, let's see what South Barwon throw at Colac this quarter.
All right, well, they probably need the first one, Kirsch, do they?
Well, they need to start winning some clearances, don't they, Buzz? That's where they've got to get their hands on it. And
Don't think Neildy took kindly to some Colac players exerting some confidence, did he? did make sure he didn't miss that. We love it, don't we?
we
It's
do.
good.
It's local.
Because the South Barwon coach doesn't lack any confidence, so he's, he likes that. He likes clarity, he likes confidence. Start of the final term here at McDonald Reserve. Here is Josh Conway.
Tossed up Callerton's eyeball as they have done all day. It's Madigan with the first clearance to Noble. Geez, how was the pick up on the half volley? Turns and kicks inside 50. Sexton's gone forward, I think, too, Kirsch.
As indeed.
And strong tackle from Bartlett, too, on Walters, who tries to wriggle clear, does so. Good handball, and they'll escape their defensive 50. Over the top looking for Bailey Scott. The kick's too hot for him, though. Mulroney takes the mark. Squaring ball has to be good. Chase Murray with the fist was excellent. Spinning out of trouble was Boris. He was caught. He threw it, but he got caught high before that, and he'll take the free kick in the middle of the ground.
So Boris now wants to move it on quickly, goes to the outer side, while McCormack got a hand to it and was able to pick it up, went left-right against Huggins and goes further afield towards Joffe. Simpkin takes the mark, one called to play on now. Kelly comes at him, he handballs to Chase Murray. He's going to be under pressure, he just handballs indiscriminately back to Monaghan. Rode the bump beautifully. Right foot kick inside 50. Garner punched away by Wiedemann at the back. Goff getting across there. Boris has made up a lot of ground. He was on centre wing before, now he gets it back to Wiedemann. So South Barwon just play run and gun. They go out wide, punched away from Carmody. And that was by Giblet, and we will have a boundary throw-in on the outer side, right half, in between wing and half forward for Colac.
This fourth term, all thanks to Cottage by the Sea. Register now for Cottage by the Sea's Winter Warmers campaign. Check out cottagebythesea.com.au to get involved. Tossed in. No rucking with any great advantage there. Madigan again. In and under as he always is. Hughes with a spinning check side. Sexton with a tap down was clever to Carmody in the green boots inside 50. He goes over Bartlett's head. Urquhart's first there for South Barwon. The bounce just evaded him though. Malikan's been terrific on his first game back. Handball over the top was well done by Giblet. McCormack also been excellent for the Tigers. Squaring ball hangs it up. This guy's been all right too. Cody Spokes at half back.
Bazon quickly wants to draw the ball back to McQuay, who must have a disease because he's by himself for 30 metres in the clear. Takes a bounce. Handballs it forward. Wasn't a great handball. Might go back towards him. He might have to do a bit of work. He does. He gets around a couple. Bit of candy handball though. Oh, Bailey Scott got one high, real high. And I hope he's okay. And it wasn't anything of malice. He just happened to drop at the wrong time. And I think Jack Driver's knee got him right in the snoz. And he will take a while to get up. And he's got a bit of claret, I think, but he's going to have the free kick and a set shot.
Jack's got the ball still.
Yeah, he has. He gives it back to Bailey Scott, who will be shooting for goal from just inside 50 and into the breeze. It's going to be great. On the run, I would say he's a Monty.
He'll look for Darcy Lange.
So Bailey Scott, who has kicked 2 behinds this afternoon. This to start the final term very nicely for the visitors. He comes in, right foot kick, hasn't quite made the distance, off hands, and Rowan Goff happy to see it through for a behind and play on very quickly.
They do. They're on this broadcast side. Madigan again. Kelly short to Fort. Lucky it was towards him, the tallest man on the ground, just about. They go quickly, that quick ball move. Geez, Driver, where's he come from? He swung forward. Can he get the handball over the top? He was caught. Well done by the Colac defensive. Held up strongly all day. Malikan gallops out of his defensive half. Fort's forced to do the defending this time and then wraps up McQuay in a strong tackle. And we'll have a ball up just in front of us. Just forward of centre wing for the home side, who trail 60-28 in this final term. Nearly 4 minutes gone. One down. There's a free kick, I think, going the way of the Swans. It is to Fraser Fort. He's on centre wing. The big man for the Swans dinks one over the top. Kelly's got some space to work in now. Can play on. Goes quickly looking for Bartlett. One-on-one contest. Noble just clean bowled him. Hayes in the long sleeves for the Tigers. Good composure. And finds Josh Garner.
So Garner now. Last line of defence. Zybell down the line. That's where he's going to go. He goes in that direction now against Callett, right in front of the best seats in the house. Thanks to APCO Cafe 24/7. Zybell. Good mark. Throw it in, said the umpire. Bad luck, Zach. And he gives it back to the boundary umpire. You take the mark, Kirsch.
It was a good call.
Yeah, well done. Good work.
Call by the umpire.
Well done. So boundary throwing.
Juggled it over.
Left half forward for the Swans. Zybell held on to, gets a left fist to Murray. He gets the kick around the corner, goes to centre wing. Walters. Does it sit for him? Aaron, handball back to Zybell, wrapped up by Callett straight away. They've had a great battle all afternoon. Off hands and out of bounds for a throw in right on centre wing. It's 8-12-60 Colac. They lead South Barwon 4-4-28. Cottage by the Sea, K-Rock, final quarter scoreboard.
Have you seen that battle, Kirsch, in the ruck?
I was going to say they'll sleep well tonight, them two. They've been at it for, I reckon, 95% of the game, to be honest. And it's pretty even, isn't it, the two of them?
Zybell won that one with a sort of a backhander out of the ruck to the advantage. Scott spins out of trouble, did terrifically well. McQuay has Walters on his outer side, found him by hand, chipping over the top. His ball unable to find the hands of Dustin Walters, fisted out of play by Driver in front of the crowd. We played 5.5 minutes in this third term. That's on the Barwon Foods time clock. Colac leading this one 60-28 in the final term. Callett wins it down in front. Kelly trying to get his way through Mulroney. Wrapped up in a strong McQuay tackle who comes down with the ball. And we'll have another stoppage. Colac won't be all concerned by that. They're well in control of this one as we just cross over the 6-minute mark in this final term.
So ball up, centre wing. Callett, Zybell both don't get a hand to it. Comes back, Callett does well. Handball over the top. Just playing at all costs for the Swans. Now Urquhart off a step car. Smothered beautifully. Jared Walters free kick. Don't know what for. Maybe Lockie Noble late with a hit on him. So he's going to take the free kick on centre wing for the Swans. Got Urquhart at half 40 goes though. Straight down the middle. Oh, good mark in front. And they just settle the play down. Max Buchanan takes it and kicks it out wide. Dangerous kick to Hayes. Was that? Well, Hayes got interfered with and played on anyway. Got the kick out wide towards centre wing. Oh, that's a great mark, Darcy Lang. Fantastic. Oh, has he paid it? Oh,
hasn't.
gee whiz.
Jeez.
He got a fair chunk of that before it got out of bounds. So he's very stiff, Darcy. But anyway, it's a boundary throw in on the centre wing on the outer side. In control of it here at the Tigers at the moment. 32 points up, boundary throw in. Colac tried to kick it off the ground for South Barwon. Ball, Monaghan. Ball goes up the chimney a little bit from a handball. Through Middleton, put the tackle on, but the Tigers get it towards half forward. They go, McQuay leaves it, kick by Murray across half forward. Lang has to make a bit of ground. Kelly left it behind. Lang didn't. Now he's on the right. Goes back in board. Short little kick was smothered. Sarki's there. Hawker grabs it, gives it away by hand. Little right foot kick. Don't know what that was. Chase Murray. South Barwon gets it out wide. That's a good mark. That's a very good mark. 1-on-1. Max Mawson takes it in front of Giblett. Just the back end of centre wing. And you're going to drive the Swans towards centre wing and fort.
Fisted away from him by Garner. The umpires pay one for over the shoulder.
Not the greatest, this one.
So Fraser Ford on centre wing, spearing ball, finds Sexton, nearly burst through his hands. It was that speed into him. Lovely ball from Sexton, finds Jonty Broughton, a true centre half forward, and the Swans dearly need this, Kirsch.
Certainly do, and it might be that just that little one early that they need to get them going, but they've certainly come out with a bit more speed on the ball and a bit more intent to get the ball inside forward 50 quicker. It's sort of like that real slingshot football at the moment from South Barwon.
So this will be right on the 8.5 minute mark. They trail 4-4 to 8-12. So it goes without saying this is a pretty crucial kick if you are a South Barwon follower. Jonty Broughton kicks from the paint of 50 with the breeze will help it. It's drifted to the left-hand side. Spokes wanted to claim the mark and happy to be pushed over the line and through for a minor score.
So Spokes will do the kicking as well. 4-5-29, South Barwon, Colac 8-12-60, Cottage by the Sea, final quarter scoreboard. They play on from half back and go towards centre wing, the Tigers, and they've got some space out here. Luke Inglis takes the mark. He's had a good afternoon. He chips the ball short. Joffe takes the mark. Right on centre wing, Simpkin, Hawthorn premiership player. He goes out wide with the kick, and it's all right too. Walters takes the mark. Left half forward, Dustin Walters. Plays on now. Goes into the pocket. Well, that's a good kick because Adam Garner was just coming back into some space. Rowan Gofford worked his way past the footy and then Garner came back, filled the spot, took the mark and will shoot for goal from 35 outside angle.
Yeah, it wasn't even really quick ball movement. They didn't really expose the defenders there. It was just they picked the right targets, really, didn't they? From coast to coast, from the kick in, they've just hit the right targets.
So Adam Garner has kicked 1-1 this afternoon and Jonty Broughton misses one. This will not please Neildy and the rest of the South Barwon coaching staff if he can go up the other end and kick this through. Right foot kick into the breeze, keeps it low. Goal umpire comes back and says, yep, that's all clear. Adam Garner kicks his second of the afternoon. And the ninth for Colac. They go to 9-12-66. They lead South Barwon 4-5-29. Cottage by the Sea, K-Rock. Final quarter scoreboard. Register now for Cottage by the Sea's Winter Warmers campaign. Check out cottagebythesea.com.au to get involved. And here's Kirsch.
It is a bit of a coach killer, isn't it? The one that you miss at one end and a gettable kick for someone like Jonty Broughton's skill set. So for it to be rebounded and go up the other end is an absolute coach killer. And Neildy won't be happy with that because I think that margin might be just a little bit too big now, Buzz. But look, they did start with a bit of intent, South Barwon, and they just haven't hit the scoreboard, unfortunately. They just haven't got that myriad of options that they're used to up in their forward 50.
Certainly a mountain to climb. They've kicked 4 goals for the afternoon. They need to better that in the last remaining 20 minutes or so to pinch this one and keep Colac pretty much scoreless as they head inside 50 again. Walters heads towards the boundary. Walters couldn't pick up, but lays a fantastic tackle to keep the ball locked in. He's attacking 50. We'll have it tossed up just inside the boundary on this broadcast near side. Tossed up now, Callett and Zybel again. Callett wins it down for the Swans. Bartlett's there for South Barwon. Left foot kick out of trouble only as far as Walters, who dropped one he probably should have taken. Middleton at ground level for South Barwon. Got his hands clear looking for Madigan, but it evaded him. And it'll be tossed in again in front of the crowd, in front of the pavilion. 11, nearly 12 minutes gone in this final term on the Barwon Foods time clock. Sells the freshest fish direct to you, Donga Road, North Geelong. Jason Doherty.
So boundary throwing short too. Zybell gets in front. Standing there, Callett though. He had about a dozen left-hand handballs today, Ben Callett. He just seems to be on his left hand all the time. Fort wants to play on. The umpire said, "Hang on, come back to the ruckman." So he's given the free kick to Ben Callett. He handballs with his right hand. Fantastic. Now he goes with a kick towards Mawson over the back. Urquhart. Hughes is there as well. And Packett centre at half forward for the Swans. The Tigers happy defensively just to set that up. And Josh Garner's got cramp or something. He's not looking too crash hot there. Garner, Adam, he's in the ruck and he gets a spiral torpedo punt out of there. Huggins punched away well by Dustin Walters, close to the boundary line, out. And Josh Garner coming to the boundary line. Wouldn't have had a full pre-season, Josh, playing cricket at Geelong.
Yeah.
He's only in round 4, so he'll get better as the season goes. We'll have a throw in. It's 9-12-66, Colac, South Barwon 4-5-29, Cottage by the Sea, K-Rock final quarter scoreboard.
Zybell using his strength. Scott again being terrific. Burst through the hands. His handball of Monaghan. Just Garner was quick. Now English drives one inside 50. Pack of players comes out the back. First on the scene is Goff. He couldn't collect the ball cleanly and has to shepherd the ball over the Colac. You can hear the Colac bench applauding their forwards who, again, Kirsch lock it inside their attacking 50.
Yeah, that's their job. Once the ball hits the ground, lock it in, just keep getting reset, and restart.
Up against the behind post here. Deep in Colac's attacking half. Over the head of the 2 ruckman. Boris O'Neill out of the stoppage. Wobbly ball to centre wing. Through the hands of driver and out of play on the interchange gates. So 13.5 gone. Final term. Colac 9-12-66 leading the home side 4-5-29. Thanks to Cottage by the Sea. Brought in by the boundary umpire now. Callett has front spot, palms it down only as far as Monaghan for Colac. Got his handball clear to no one in particular. There's a whistle for another high tackle going South Barwon's way. Kelly with the footy just backward of centre wing.
Goes now with the kick towards Fort. And a couple against him, punched away by Malikan at the back, falls over it, comes back to him from the contest. Driver's in there as well, fighting hard for it. Spills free, comes back to Hayes, his handball, quickly to Murray, kick around the corner, all South Barwon. Callett wants to play on quickly, right foot kick inside 50, that's a good kick. No, it's not. There was 3 South Barwon players there and Jared Walters, and Walters took the mark. Plays on, gives it a Giblet. He goes from half forward towards a vacant half back to half forward. Kelly comes across, doesn't take it. Simpkin can't either. Puts the tackle on, ball comes in. McQuay's there as well. The umpire lets it go, and we'll come in and ball up at half forward for the Tigers.
That sums up their forward line entries, doesn't it? Really, that last kick.
3 on 1, and you kick it to the 1. So ball up at half forward for the Tigers. Adam Garner gets it to the back. Swans break free, don't argue. Mulroney, and there's a good kick too, finds Jackson Carmody.
He's at half forward, but there isn't a heap ahead of the ball for him. Jackson Carmody in the fluorescent green boot, so just chips towards driver who marks on the chest. Just inside his own 50. Not in any hurry to get up. My advice to him would be to get back to his mark pretty quickly. Because they need some goals, South Barwon, if they want to make a fist of this one. They trail 66-29, 15.5 gone in this final term, thanks to Cottage by the Sea. He's kicked how many goals for Jack this year? 3 goals so far in the 4 games for him. The defender who snuck forward. He kicks now. And right to the line and got it.
Jack.
Really happy with himself too. He's given it the double fist pumps.
He was. Unsurprising, he's happy with his own work. Kirsch, South Barwon's 5th goal of the afternoon, 5-5-35. They trail Colac 9-12-66 on the 4th quarter, Cottage by the Sea scoreboard.
Yeah, mark inside forward 50, go back and get the defenders to do the job, seeing as the forwards can't do it. Buzz, that's the way they've gone. But, you know, we'd say that South Barwon haven't kicked a score, but, you know, we haven't given enough credit to Colac's defensive half. They've been really good all day, and they just got off the chain there at South Barwon in that attempt. So, but, yeah, overall, Colac have been pretty good defensively.
He likes deep forward too. Look at Jack.
Yeah, he's
deep forward against Malikan.
My 50.
Yeah, back in the middle. Callett, Zybell gets it down. Middleton off the wing. And McCormack couldn't take it. Ball spills free, goes towards Fort. Josh Garner in front of him, recovered. Handball towards Adam Garner, who tried to get away to Scott, tried to tap it in front, did well. And I hear something as a free kick. Yes. Hold. Bailey Scott. Just forward to the centre circle. No? What's happening? Gee whiz.
Get around your mark because he's having a shot from 120 yards.
Here is. Wow-wee. Okay. So now he can play on, and he moved that 2.5 metres. He goes and runs back to where he actually was going to kick it from anyway. Goes deep forward with the kick, and good mark taken. Back of the pack, Dylan Starkey has taken the grab for the Swans. He's got Kelly short. He's going to go to the outer side, called to play on. Goes out wide. Garner out there. Stood up. Adam Garner pushed Callett past the footy and said, bang, I'll take that. And he's taken it at left half forward for Colac. He chips the ball over the top. And Fort comes back to help out. Hughes, Fort still down. Keep an eye on that. And goes up. Scott takes the mark easily. Fraser's just having a rest. He's had enough, I think. Scott goes inside 50 with the kick. Big pack, front of the ball. Shepherd couldn't take it. This ball spills free. Inglis, he's pushed off the football. Now Lang wrapped up by 2 South Barwon players, and they will come in. The umpire will come in and ball it up. 9-12-66, Colac, South Barwon, 5-5-35. Cottage by the Sea, K-Rock final quarter scoreboard. And on the Barwon Foods time clock, we have played 18.5 minutes.
Tossed up now. Zybell again, been terrific once more. Yet another game this season. Middleton hacked it out of there. Noble's hands were clean, almost too hot for Wiedemann. It evades Inglis. Now Hayes at ground level for Colac. Malikan, I think he's played a really good game in defence. The Colac skipper, that kick not his best. They're under pressure. Madigan, Shepherd forced to lay a tackle. Colac again park it inside their own 50. And we'll have yet another stoppage.
This is where we need to be in control of the siren.
It's got that feel about it, doesn't it, Kirsch?
He does.
One down by Callett this time for South Barwon. Lang's near. Bartlett forced to kick quickly, just in hope, if anything, to half back. Spokes won it down only as far as Noble, though, who had the handball quickly. It'll come back with a vengeance inside 50, only as far as Bartlett again, who takes the mark for South Barwon at left half back, over the head of Malikan. We're in the middle of the ground. Kelly came bursting through, couldn't pick up the ball. Hughes lays a strong tackle. South Barwon's attack is thwarted, and we'll have a ball up at the back of the centre square.
6 minutes of play to go, Kirsch, so you're not far away.
Six. Is he?
Yeah.
Right.
Ball up, Garner. Big dump down by Callett. Goes towards Sexton on wing. Can he pick it up? He can. Gives it away by hand. Wiedemann around the corner. No, Mark Giblett coming at it. Was Spokes over the top. And Madigan's there as well. The umpire will come in, ball it up. Centre wing. Pavilion broadcast side. South Barwon need 5 goals very quickly. And it will be a ball up. Callett gets a double fisted down, tries to get it out. Kelly was going to wait for it. Bartlett to come at it. Oh, he got one high too in the tackle. And the umpire will come in, ball it up on centre wing. Big pack around it. Zybell, Garner in fact, fought through the middle. And handball back to Callett. There's another left-hander. Fort tried to tap it on. Comes out the back. Noble. Fort continued to run along the wing. Now Broughton's handball was okay. Middleton's handball wasn't great. Mulroney made it better than it should be. Right foot kick high. Driver goes up against Malikan. Now Malikan keeps it. Driver. Well, I played for the free kick.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Logie award-winning Jack Driver.
He dropped his knee straight away.
Comes up with a sore leg as well, Jack.
Oh, that is terrible.
So he'll have a set shot for goal from 25 out, slide angle.
He sucked that umpire in like I've never seen anything.
You can sell ice to the Eskimos, can't he?
So Jack has kicked 1 goal this afternoon, the last one. Needs to kick this and a couple more if the Swans have a chance. He comes back into right foot kick and, that's much better. straight through. So he's kicked 2. Would you believe he is the only multiple goal scorer now for the Swans?
It's interesting, boys. He can kick a drop punt when he's in front of goals.
Yeah, that's right. He keeps it nice and low to his boot. 6-5-41 South Barwon, Colac 9-12-66 Cottage by the Sea, K-Rock. Final quarter scoreboard.
Not legitimate. He basically just dropped his knees straight away, didn't he?
He sucked him right in.
He did. But they keep coming, South Barwon. They're not throwing in the towel, that's for sure.
And look, he's trying to inject himself into the middle, Kirsch.
Oh, he is too. He's trying to be a...
Settle down, Jack.
There.
Settle down.
He's just making the moves himself.
Yep, probably know his limitations. Zybal won it down in the middle of the ground. Quick kick came from Hawker to the outer side, away from Boris. Simpkins set the tone for Colac early. He's brought down in the tackle and will be tossed up at half forward for the Tigers. 22 minutes have ticked by on the Barwon Foods time clock. Thrown up quickly by the umpire. Callett palms it down. Looking for Kelly, couldn't find him. Handball back. Simpkin ran out of room and the ball is out of play on the outer side. The visitors leading this one 9 goals, 12-6-5. Just be their second win of the season if they can hold on, as you would expect. The Tigers move them into the top 6. You would expect if results go the way they look like going. Callett won it down. Kelly first there for South Barwon. He's brought over the line after he got the handball away towards Sexton. Will be tossed in on centre wing far side.
So throw in Zybel and Callett have been in each other's back pockets all day in the ruck. They're going to do battle again. Lock arms. Callett gets it down. Mulroney, handball. Setting a bit of a task for Sexton. Ball spills free. Sexton tried to kick it off the ground again. Comes back to Hawker. He's having a run on the ball. And he kicks it high towards half forward. Oh, that should be a free kick to South Barwon. It's not. Simpkin. And he kicks the ball inside. Forward 50. And Darcy Lang takes the mark in front of the scoreboard. And we'll just settle the play down and have a set shot for goal for his 5th of the afternoon. Will it be right? Will it be left? You'd think it's right because he's in the left forward pocket or half forward flank. He's going to be kicking from about 45 out. He's gone back an awful long way too for this kick. And kicking into the breeze.
What foot? Who is it? Darcy Lang?
Yeah, I think.
What foot did you say?
I think it'll be right foot.
Right foot.
Yeah, right foot. Comes in right foot because he's in the left forward pocket. You should have kicked it at left foot because he's missed. 4 goals, 1 Darcy Lang this afternoon. 9-13-67 Colac. They lead South Barwon 6-5-41 Cottage by the Sea, K-Rock. Final quarter scoreboard.
Been terrific again, their start. Darcy Lang, 4 third quarter goals. Ball now on centre wing. Geez, O'Neill flew high in a pack of 4. Couldn't hold the mark though. And the ball out of play. Birchie's got some players to pick from. Kirsch with a Steamatic standout.
Yeah, well, he's got the Sporties Award, which will be... I don't know. You go a few places today, couldn't you? It's fairly even.
All their good players have played well, Colac.
She's got a few ticks on her list. Don't worry about that. I don't think you could get it wrong with quite a few of them today.
Right. They've been very impressive, the Tigers. 25 minutes have ticked by on the Barwon Foods time clock.
It's 25 long minutes.
Kirsch is
Shouldn't be long left. Only a couple of goals in this final term. Mulroney out of the stoppage for South Barwon to centre half forward. Driver marks again under some heat from Malik.
Oh,
that is heat. He think he missed his fist, Kirsch. I think he's had an airy with the handball.
Oh.
This game's ascending in a bit of a fast because McQueen nearly stuffed up his bounce. Kick wide from Jared Walters. Boris is first there.
Byron.
Handball clear. Boris again gets the give and go. His kick's pretty ordinary as well. Monaghan at ground level was good. Callett did well to intercept. O'Neill, now Hughes, drives one deep inside 50. Hayes with the fist, and the result, Mark did well deep on his defensive line.
So Cooper Hayes can just go wide to Buchanan if he wants and just kick it around the corner. No, he's going to go short straight. It's okay. Mulligan takes the mark. He chips the ball over the top to Hayes, who followed it up. Takes it, point of the centre square at half back.
He's been good today too, Cooper Hayes.
Behind the ball at half back. He chips it short. And Taking the mark is Jaron McCormack. He chips the ball over the top. Monahan in the middle. Goes long and wide towards half forward. Bang in front. Darcy. He wants to try and pass it. He's going to. He goes short. Hawker with standing start. Couldn't take it. Madigan gets around. Lang put the tackle on him. Huggins. Short little kick to Callett. Left-hand handball. Gets it towards Shepherd. Gives it Urquhart. Now it's a training run. Mulroney through the middle. Where's Jack? Over the back.
Here he is.
Here's Broughton. Can he get it to Jack? Malikan has to get back to him. Jack Driver goes out towards the pockets. They're going to sit for him. Yes, it is. Can he get away, Jack? He can't. Can he? No, he's wrapped up. And he is giving away the free kick because it's holding the ball in the last line of defence. And it will be a free kick to Jack Malikan.
Right on his own defensive line, the Colac skipper. Nice ball too to Walter. Sexton did well. Coming in late. Fisted away from him. It'll be tossed in just outside the 50 for the Swans.
Just looking a bit dishevelled, Driver, after getting ragged old.
Yep.
He copped one on the head too before, so he'll be feeling it a bit, I reckon.
Callett taps on over the top to O'Neill at the back of the stoppage. Sexton through one inside 50. Nice ball. On the lead is Max Mawson, a debutant. He goes short to Broughton, who plays on quickly and kicks the
Good goal.
No touch by the umpire. Malikan just got a fingertip to it before the line through for a rushed behind.
So 6:42 South Barwon. Colac 9:13:67. Short little kick into Spokes, who's taken the mark for Colac in his 150th. Goes to the outer side with the kick. Monahan with the sit over the back, falls to the front. Handball to Madigan for South Barwon. Hawker comes the other way, does well, holds it up. Just inside 50 for South Barwon. We're going to have a ball up. It's all over here. Colac going to win their second game for the season. And it's a good win against the grand finalists from last year. Garner gets it down at him. Sexton, a little bit of candy. 50 out from goal. Spears the pass towards... There it is, the siren as Hughes goes for goal. That's not going to count. It was a beautiful kick to hit the post. But that is it. And Colac have won 9-13-67. Great win by the Tigers. They have defeated South Barwon 6-6-42. And we are now into the final siren. Thanks to the Sandman Mattress Factory. Sleep better with the Sandman's locally made. Two-sided mattresses made to outlast any other. And Kirsch, don't be cheating by having good scores over there on your laptop. And we're going to have both coaches after the game. And Birchie's going to go out and get somebody from, I suspect, the Tigers. And also hear the... Look at these two reptiles down here. They go to Geelong College. That is Cooper Hayes' brother, would you believe?
I've already picked him as a pest.
Yeah, he's a pest. He's a pest. Dishevelled he is too. Dishevelled. Where's your blazer? Put your blazer on for starters. Did we have a win today? We did.
12 points.
12 points we won. There you go. So when I say we, I mean them. So that's okay. The college beat the grammar.
It's we when you win.
Yeah, no, it's we when you win.
That's it.
That's right. So, so the Tigers got it done here, 9-13-67. South Barwon 6-6-42, 25-point victory for the Tigers. And Birching is doing her best work to get out into the middle of McDonald Reserve and have a quick discussion with somebody. I think she might be going to try and get Joffy, who has had a good afternoon. And she is with Jonathan Simpkin now. Birchie.
Really important win there after a little bit of a patchy start to the season, but that's a really good one to get over South Barwon, the grand finals from last year.
Oh, 100%. We've had a tough 4 weeks of the year. You know, three out of 4 away from home against sort of 4 sides that are, genuine finals contenders. So, to be 2-2, we probably were a bit slow against Bell Park, but, tough one last week against Leopold, but good to get the win today.
And it was, you had sort of contributors all over the ground. I've got so many ticks on my sheet of people who are in my best today, which is a great sign too that you're all sharing that load and not just relying on a few out there.
Yeah, 100%. Like we've, I thought our back line was terrific today. Malik and Walters, those guys, and then in the middle, we've had a bit of a change up with different personnel running through there. And with Aaron Hawker, Chase Murray, the young guys getting an opportunity, and they're really, cracking in, bringing the pressure, bringing the heat, and that's all we can ask for.
And just a final one, you can really build your season off this win today. Get that real momentum going and some belief in the group.
Yeah, that's it. We, we had a backs against the wall a bit early today with a couple of injuries, and I think we lost 3 from Thursday night selected side. So it was a really sort of backs against the wall game away from home today. But yeah, we go, I think, 3 out of the next 4 down in Colac, and hopefully get a bit of momentum and get on a bit of a run.
Thanks so much for your time. Well done. Congratulations.
Thanks to Birchie and thanks to Joffy Simpkin there. Very experienced player. He wouldn't be getting ahead of himself, that's for sure. And they led you back to 2-2, Kirsch. And they, I think Joffy said it there, that was their backline was definitely the star of the show today for them.
Yeah, we mentioned it in the last quarter, didn't we? How good their backline has been today.